Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's that dude named Dave here chiming in. It's Friday night, actually, at TDND Live. If you guys can hear me, give me a number one. If you can't hear me, give me a number two. Just checking my audios here as everybody comes in. If you guys can hear me, give me a number one, guys. Getting set up here. Hey, what's going on, Kenny? If you can hear me, what's going on? Hey, Alex, what's poppin', man? Glad you can hop on. You can hear me. All right. I just got to make sure I do that countdown. One of my first live streams, I was talking about 30 seconds and no one could hear me here. So I just got to make sure I do the number one here so y'all can hear me. We can kind of go forward here as we let this build up here. What's up, Sheila? What's going on with you this Friday night here in the Shy? Alex is at work. Yeah, that's right. We're building up here. What's going on, Travel Lane? Hello there, brother. Hey, how you doing, man? It's Friday night, man. I could be out here in these streets. Could be wilding out, buns glazing, but I'm here with y'all. You know, so, hey. Everybody saying hello to everybody. Let's get this going here. It is 7 o'clock Central Time, which means it's 8 o'clock Eastern. I'm in Chicago. I just go by Central Time, y'all. So I'm glad you guys can hear me. I'm glad y'all can check in. Let's do a roll call. If you guys are in the chat, city, state, area code. City, state, area code. What's your roll call? You know? Just finished a quick workout and now some dinner and listening in. That's what's up, Sheila. Get that workout in. I know you put in that work. Eric, you recovering from COVID. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, bruh. Hope you're feeling better out there, man. That's not cool. Man, hope you're getting your rest. For real. That big C ain't no joke. Hey, what up, LG? Hey, what's going on? You go heavy in the chats. You're here in the live stream, man. What's going on? We got Jermaine in the house. What up, Dave? What up, Jermaine? What's going on? Hey, we got Nancy in the house, Nashville, Tennessee, checking in. Hey, everybody, long time. As Dr. Richie say, double dose. You got that right. Got that right. Got Nashville here. Brooklyn in the house, Jermaine. That's what's up here. Brooklyn. What we got here? Killer on the Trail in Ireland. Hey, shout out to my Ireland cats. That's what's going on here. 323 Cali. Shout out to the 323 West Coast here. West Coast in the house. Yo. Hayward's in the building from Atlanta, GA. All right. We got ATL in the house. That's what I'm talking about here. Roll call, city, state, area code. Where y'all from at here before we get started here? Eric's in Baltimore. That's what's going on. Be more in the house. Hey, I got to start my wire marathon, y'all. I got to get back on it. That's the wire in Baltimore. So shout out to Eric out there. Cold Fusion's coming in from Maryland. How you doing, Cold Fusion? Shout out to Maryland as well. You know, we got the DMV in the house here, looks like. That's what I'm talking about. Man, letting this chat in. How's everybody doing this Friday night? You know, I mean, out here in Chicago, we've been having some crazy weather. We got to like the 100 degrees, over 100 like on Tuesday and Monday. Then we got down to the 80s and today's like in the 90s. We're just all over the place, y'all. It's crazy out here in Chicago. We can't really have summer. Then when summer comes, it goes away, it comes back. I don't know what's going on. You know, so. Okay. Parkway, what's up? Hey, we got Robert in the house. What's going on, Robert? Hope you're doing good, bruh. Glad you can hop on. What's Sheila talking about? Yep, and this week before the tornadoes. Man, you know, it's you know, for Chicago now, it seemed like tornadoes. Sheila knows about this. We get tornadoes. Doesn't matter what time of the year. It could be November. We could literally have 20 degrees. Have a quick, you know, warm front. Bam. Something's touching down about 20 minutes away from me. It's crazy out here, y'all. Never saw The Wire. I was born there. Eric, how in the hell have you never seen The Wire? And you from B-More? Seriously, bruh? This is how we gonna start this show off here? Someone from Baltimore, B-More, has not seen arguably the greatest TV show in history. 5 seasons of just straight fire. And you over here talking about you don't know? You ain't watch? I've watched the season over and over again every year. I probably watched the show like 20 times at least. Come on, Eric. You go hard in the paint on my comments, man. You need to go ahead and make some time out and go ahead and binge it, man. Gonna get on you. You know better. You know better. Hold on. How you gonna say don't need to see it? Just because you live there? Hey, it's good TV, bro. It's great actors, good TV. Yo, man, I'm about to watch it again. Gotta get on you. You my man, but I'm gonna get on you. Cherry Hill in the house? What's going on with Cherry Hill? Druid Park. Okay. Yeah, The Wire is great. Yes, The Wire is great. Cold Fusion knows what's up. Jermaine knows what's up too. The Wire is fire. Yes. No doubt. I mean, what do you got here, Eric? We said, been on those streets 1,000 times. I know you probably been on those streets 1,000 times. I ain't talking about you living the real life. I'm talking about just sitting back on your sofa and just go ahead and watch some good ass acting, a good TV show. I'm telling you, you don't know what you're missing. Just because you live the streets, you can go ahead and enjoy the show. Come on, man, check it out. It ain't gonna hurt you. I'm telling you, matter of fact, season 3 and season 4, some of the greatest TV ever. I'm just gonna put that out there. Matter of fact, I'll say season 4, then season 3. All right, because the kids in season 4, where they talk about the school system in Baltimore, those kids acting and everything that's involved, and then season 3, oh, come on, man. You just don't know what you're missing. I know you lived it. I'm just saying, great TV. Great TV. Sheila's like, I might check it out. Hey, go ahead and do that, Sheila. Check it out. Okay, here, let's see here. I just want to give a shout out to all the new subs that came on the last week and everything. You know, y'all been chiming in. Y'all poured into a brother. So I just want to say welcome to all the newbies here. And if you're not sub yet, you just comment and checking in, I'll say welcome as well. Go ahead and click on that bell. You know, click on that like button. Help your boy out. The like button helps the algorithm, okay? Helps the channel keep going. Helps you to push to other people. So that's all I'm asking for. No, I'm not begging for supers, but don't get it twisted. I will take them if y'all donate to the channel and to the cause here. But all I'm asking for is a like button. Help with the YouTube algorithm. Help keep pushing here, you know? So help your boy out here, guys. Help your boy out. I just want to say, too, before I get started here, as things going on here, shout out to my daughter. You know, I wanted to do more content this week, but it was my daughter's birthday yesterday. You know, so just handling that, you know, and being around her and family, you know, I'm still here every day. I still got my full-time job. I still got my family, you know, things of that nature. But shout out to the little one here. She turned 5 yesterday. She actually starts kindergarten this fall. Lord have mercy. This girl's telling me what to do. 5-year-old. Can you imagine? You see me on here every day. Can you imagine a little 5-year-old version of me telling me what to do? Something else. But I wouldn't turn in for the world. You know what I'm saying? That little girl's a trip, you know? So shout out to my daughter, man. She over here turning 5 and running around this house doing whatever she want to do here. Trust me, though, I'm not raising her like no modern woman. That is not happening. Not on my watch. Shoot, I'm going to have to go out dying before she go out like these women I be reacting to. Nah, I'm hardcore. I know she's 5, but she knows daddy's voice. She knows that man's voice when I say something. If she doing something she ain't supposed to be doing, she stops in her tracks, okay? Ain't gonna be none of that going on in this household, y'all. Just keeping it 100. Ah, thank you, Code. Yeah. Thank you, Nancy. Yeah. Thank you, Sheila. Yeah, so, you know, she doing big things, you know, so kindergarten coming up. Got a kid in school, man. That's just something else. You know, some of y'all got some grown kids, whatever. This is my first go around, even though I got nieces and nephews. So, but it's my own personal. So shout out to my little baby girl, you know, birthday weekend. You know, so how are we gonna start this show off here, guys? How do I want to start this off here? A lot of stuff is going on. Did she get the cheddar biscuits? Nah. We didn't go to Red Lobster. She didn't get the cheddar biscuits. We didn't go to Red Lobster. We kept it local. You know, she spent some time with her cousins today. You know, we had some stuff in. You know, I got the toys and the gifts. We kept it in the crib. You know, so no cheddar biscuits. But you know what though? She had some cheddar biscuits a few weeks ago. Yes, she did. What do you got here, Eric? Kindergarten. They start telling us what to do at that age. Yeah, man. You gotta hear this little 5-year-old talking and telling me what to do. Talking about, daddy, don't do that. You know, oh no, would you know, why? And it's always the questions. Why? You know, why do you need to do that? Why are you going to the basement? Okay. Why are you recording? You know, otherwise, you know, so it's like, it gets to a point where like, you know what? No more questions from you. You're done. And then she'd look at me and say, why? And it's like, I give up. So thank you, lucky man. Yeah. I mean, that little girl got me, man. She got me wrapped around her little finger. Hey, Robert, I see you, man. I'm getting started here, man. So what's going on here this week since I did my last live stream? We did a live stream on Saturday. I went for 6 hours. I was not planning on doing a 6-hour live stream, guys. But like I said, I'm coming for the Rookie of the Year. You know, I said I was going to come on for 2 or 3 hours, and next, you know, I was online till 1 a.m. I would have kept going, but I had to get up Sunday and had to do a lot of work. Otherwise, I probably could have gone for another 2 or 3 more hours. So shout out to everybody who saw the last live stream on Saturday. I'm still figuring this out. So I'm trying to find the day that works. So I've done a couple of Saturdays. I've done some Mondays. You know, I think I tried out a Sunday once, you know, and things of that nature. So we're trying Friday out. You know, like I said, we're only 4 months into the game here. We'll eventually settle in on a TDND live, and we'll kind of go from there, you know. But 6 hours, y'all, I was not even tired. I was like Iron Man, you know. It's like, but it was good conversation. It was good. It was fun talking to everybody who chimed in and everything. So shout out to everybody who came out Saturday, you know. Good times, y'all. Good times. Let me see here. What's here? I see some more stuff here. Do a video of her. Just don't post. Oh, yeah. Hey, you know what, though? I've already said she's going to have her own YouTube channel. Hey, yo, she got more personality than me. I'm not doing it now. But, you know, I understand how this YouTube thing goes, you know, and I'm trying to make sure that my daughter has everything that I don't have. She's going to be set up well in advance. So best believe that, you know, she ain't going to be out here getting some janky degrees that's going to say it's going to take $80,000 worth of college debt and she's making $30,000 a year. That ain't happening. But, you know, she's going to have her own channel. We're going to put her on, yo. Trust me, she a beast. The remix version of me, yo, wait till she gets older. Y'all know what y'all got. Y'all don't know. Real talk. What we got here? Hey, what up, Daniel? Shout out to the Mighty Gang. Glad you came on, man. Kiki on the trail. Damn, 6 hours? Yeah, man. I did 6 hours. I started at 7 p.m. Central. 7 p.m. Central, man. I think I went to like 1 a.m. You know? How about PayPal? I got PayPal, but I don't post that. If you're talking to me, man. I got my Cash App in the supers. Eric. Okay, so what we gonna talk about, man? Lots happened. So, hey, real fast. Shout out to Sha'Carri Richardson. She stay in the Victim Olympics, don't she? Sha'Carri stay in the Victim Olympics. See, when you're doing too much and you're not focused on what you're supposed to be doing, guys, Sha'Carri is the poster child. If you're wondering, she is the women's sprinter who she broke the 100-meter record, but then she didn't qualify for the Olympics because she tested positive for smoking the weed. You know, and everybody made excuses for her, saying, you know, because her grandmother died or her biological mother died and she was going through some things, and that's why she went ahead and dipped off, right? Here's the thing, guys. I know I'm paraphrasing here. She went through a traumatic time, you know, with that. But you are a professional athlete. I used to run track and field in middle school and high school and college. You cannot have no substance in your system. Once you accept the fact that you are a sprinter, you got to be clean at all times because they testing you at all times. So all that stuff was going on a year or two ago when she tested positive for the ooey. Yes, it's legal, but you know what though? You got a job to do. So if you got a job to do, stay off the ooey or just don't run or take a break. So she didn't go to the Olympics, right? After that, she had a string of L's, y'all. A string of L's where she's running and placing 7th and 8th in heats, just getting murked by the Jamaicans. They just giving her the business, right? Even though that she's supposed to be our next savior as far as women's track and field. Then, earlier this year, she's obviously, you know, she's part of the LGBTQ community, and she was dating someone from the Jamaican sprint team. She went online and stated that she was in an abusive relationship and old girl put hands on her. And you want to know something, guys? Her now ex-girlfriend came out and admitted to it. Yeah, we had one fight. Yes, I put hands on her. But you know what, though? If you feel this way, call the police and press charges on me. Okay? If you're not going to do that, stop clout chasing. Stop running to the internet. That's all you do is clout chase and go to the internet. That's what her ex-girlfriend said. She's accepting accountability. I put hands on you, call the police. Did Sha'Carri do that? No, she didn't. No, she didn't. So why am I bringing this up? Because this just happened recently. She ran this week in the 100 meters to get ready for the World Championships. She didn't even get out of the first heat. Nope. Placed 5th. I think she ran like 11.3 200. And at this stage of the game right now, you run an 11-second 100-meter dash is slow as hell, y'all. I know girls back in the day when I was in high school running 11.3. Okay? So you can't be on the world stage running 11.3. So she's not only she missed the Olympics, she's going to miss the World Championships. So shout out to Sha'Carri Richardson, y'all. That's our savior. That's y'all savior in Olympic track and field in America. And the Victim Olympics. You know, and when I first saw her, I had such high hopes for her because I see her running style. I see her technique. I'm like, yo, she could be something here. But you know what, though? She got too much going on behind the scenes. It's like, you know what? No stock in her, guys. No stock in her. I just have to talk about that real fast, you know, because she out here wilding, you know, and you're never going to get any better, you know, if you just block out all the noise, get out of the Victim Olympics, and focus on your craft and get the damn job done. Stop wilding out, clout chasing, you know, putting things in your body that you know that they're testing for you on, and letting other people influence you in your job. The other girl who stayed named influencer, she doing her thing in the Jamaican sprint team, yo. So, had to talk about that real fast here. There's no excuses. You're a runner, and money is better than 420. You got that right. Can't mess up that money. If you ain't worried about the money, go ahead and smoke all day. Hey, what's going on, Eric? Welcome in. LG saying speed walking. Oh, man, that's funny, man. Let me see here. What we got going on here? What did Eric, what did you say here? A lot of money up in smoke. Pun intended. Yeah. A lot of money. She's not even qualified for the World Championships here. So we got both major competitions that the top sprinter in America is not involved in. That's just ridiculous, y'all. That is just ridiculous. You know, so they're just running circles around her. You got that right. The Jamaican sprint, the female sprinters, I can't think of the woman right now. She's 35 years old. I'm drawing a brain fart. She just won her heat, or she won this week as well. She's been going hard. She's a mother. She's 35. If y'all know who she is, put in the chat. She been going hard, and she ain't letting nothing stop her. Her form is just as good as ever. Man, come on now. They're running circles around here. Yo, Jermaine, what's going on? My first live, I owe you $49.99. You dropped the 50 joint? Jermaine, you are officially the sponsor of tonight's show. Man, I didn't know you said you owed me, but I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for coming through. Thank you. You are tonight's sponsor. All right. You hear that, guys? Jermaine is in the house. He is repping here. He is here. Gang for TDND Live. Yo, the tribe is going strong. I rock with you, brother. Man, I got to make sure when I see your comments again now, I got to go extra now and respond to you. I respond to you, but now I got to give you full-fledged conversations now. Damn, man. I owe you. Thank you. Don't think it doesn't go unappreciated. Thank you very much. Man, the chat's going heavy right now. Man. Let's see here what we got here. Thanks, Jermaine, for supporting. You got that right. You know, I'm just trying to make this, I'm trying to go for the Rookie of the Year. At the same time, I'm trying to make this, one of the best shows on YouTube eventually. I know I got my issues, my quirks, things of that nature, but y'all dealing with me right now. We're going to get this strong, man. We're going to build this community up. We ain't going to have no weak links, y'all. Man, shout out to Jermaine, man. Thank you very much. Like Eric said, props to Jermaine. That's what I'm talking about. LG with the thumbs up. Yes, sir. Hey, before I get started on some other stuff here, if you guys were on my live stream on Saturday and I was trying to do this Boxing World Tour, It's kind of got derailed a little bit. I was talking about, I'm out here in Chicago. Y'all gonna know that I'm diehard boxing all day, every day. Adrian Broner was supposed to fight on July 23rd. It wasn't official, but he was on Twitter. The power brokers of PBC was trying to put the feelers out there. Something occurred. So now there is apparently no fight on the 23rd. They're still working on it, going to be rescheduled. But the last time this happened in Chicago, they rescheduled it for another city. Whenever Chicago gets rescheduled, we don't get to fight again. So I'm not even thinking that Adrian Broner's coming to town. And here's the thing. It's not about the fact that Adrian Broner could be a watch fighter. How often do we get Showtime, Fox, or any major outlet doing a major broadcast out here in the Chi? Like I said, the last fight that I saw out here was in 2015 when the PBC was promoting the card with Danny Jacobs. I was actually on TV. They actually panned on the camera in the walkways, and they actually got me on here screaming. See, that dude was up there. And then they had another fight with Jamel Big Baby Miller maybe like a year and a half later. We've had 2 boxing fights in 7 years. So, hey, man, my world tour already up in smoke already. But guys, New York might be still in the house. So the last week of July, I might be in Brooklyn because I got to go back for work. And supposedly we might have a Danny Garcia at the Barclays fight here on Saturday, July 30th. And that could be on Showtime. So if that fight goes down, I'll be in Manhattan, Brooklyn that week. So shout out to the New York crowd. If y'all in town, we might have to do a meetup or something. I'm going to be on the Seaport District, straight Wall Street area where I'll be staying at, So we'll see how that goes. So hopefully that, allows me to get my boxing fix, guys. Got to put that out there. Let's see. What do you got here? The Jamaicans have a chemist working with them. Oh, man. Come on, man. Nah, man. Eric, you wrong for that. Oh, man. They ignored the Midwest. Boxing is such a it's regional in Vegas. And then, of course, you have the big guys, the big time guys that may be able to go to their hometown states. But, yeah, man, it's rough, for boxing in Chicago. So we'll see if they reschedule it again, But, man, oh, man, I'm hoping it does. Also, another quick boxing talk here. The reason why I went 6 hours last Saturday is because I wasn't too thrilled. I wasn't like jumping up to say I'm just going to watch the boxing fight on Saturday night. I set my DVR and I said, I'm going to chat with you guys. I'm just going to keep this thing going, right? So we had Joe Smith Jr. against Arthur Beterbiev. I said on the live stream, Beterbiev was going to destroy and murder Joe Smith Jr. I was hoping for Joe Smith to win because he's American. He's from New York. And, he's the one that put Bernard Hopkins into retirement, knocked his 50-year-old ass out the ring, So I'm like, all right, he's not the best boxer, but I kind of like his style. And I was rooting for him because I'm rooting for the American. I'm American, guys. I got to root for the home country, right? My prediction was goddamn right. He destroyed that man in 2 goddamn rounds, y'all. There was like 4 knockdowns in total. It was like 1 knockdown at the end of the first round, and then the referee stopped at the 3rd knockdown in the 2nd round. I mean, it was pinpoint, precision, beat down. He had heart. Give it to Joe. He had heart. He had the heart to take that ass whooping, though. So, man. But I'm bringing that up because Canelo, y'all know, I went to Vegas to see Canelo fight. I didn't even go to the fight. I sold my tickets because, Kevin Samuels had passed that weekend, and I was live streaming with y'all. So Canelo was trying to be undisputed at the same time at 168, 175 pounds. So that's why he fought Demetrius Bivol last week and got his ass handed to him. But the goal for him was to beat Bivol last month. Then he was going to fight Triple G come up in September and then hopefully do a unification fight with the winner of Joe Smith and Beterbiev. But the fact that he got his ass whipped by Bivol, and then Beterbiev, I think, is the best man in the division who has the other 3 belts, he would murder Canelo. So I don't think we're going to see Canelo at 175 pounds no time soon. So you know what that means? Canelo is pushing to a corner where he's got to defend his belts at 168. So you know what that means, fellas? He can't run for David Benavidez for too long. He can't run from Charlo too long. He can't run for Demetrius Andre too long. Hey, there's a few guys at 168 that I'm going to say that's going to give Canelo his ass. He can't run. He can't run. Had to talk about that real fast. Hey, who we got here in the chat here? Hey, Mike, what's going on, man? What's up, everyone in the course that dude named Dave? Hey, man, what's going on, Mikey? Man, how you doing, bro? You had some problems earlier, man. Hope you got that resolved, Nothing bad, but got to take care of some things in the front, man. So hope everything's on the up and up in the home front. Yeah, he's coming into the chat here. This is such a man space, so refreshing, no drama. That's why I like it here. That's why I like it. Mike, flooding done. Thank God. Thank God, Mike. That's a nice spot you got there. Last thing we need is your place being messed up, because remember, I'm supposed to come to Florida. I need a place to stay. I talked about getting a hotel, but I seen your crib now. You gave me the pictures. I don't want to stay at the hotel. I'm trying to stay at your house, man. House gotta be right. So make sure your house is not flooded so I can come to Florida and we can do these live streams in person together. So shout out to Mike and not having the jacked up house, man. Shout out to Mike. Okay, here. What else we got going on here? As we got the chat going here. So, I don't think I have a bone to pick in this here. Not a bone, but hey, what y'all think about Roe vs. Wade today, guys? Just gonna put it out there. That's not the point of the show today, but last night and today. In the comment section, what y'all think about Roe vs. Wade? We might come back to that later on. I guess it's summertime, right? So I guess it wouldn't be summertime if we didn't have any kind of protests, right? So it's about time that we were primed for some I didn't see no protests out here in Chicago. I ain't seen any other states, and all of a sudden, the government knows how to get us, don't they? We ain't had no protests in a minute here. It's been cold. Man, what do we got here? We know we can get them. Let's go ahead and drop that A-bomb on them. I'm not going to say it, for the YouTube algorithm. We'll just say we're going to get rid of that deletion. And what we got now? We about to have a summer long marches and protests, y'all. That's what I'm saying. Ooh, boy, it can't be the United States without no protests, right? Lord have mercy. Ooh, boy. What we got here? Kenny says, rest in peace, Mr. Samuels. You taught me a lot. Hey, shout out to Kenny for the Kevin Samuels shout out, man. Can't believe it's been a month and a half since he's been gone. Man. Cole Fusion says, Roe vs. Wade is very complicated. Here's the thing, guys. It's not getting banned throughout the entire country. But if you're in a red state, and if you're very liberal, just know that you're in trouble. But out here in Illinois, Governor Pritz already said that they ain't going nowhere. So I understand how people and women, of course, we're going to talk about some feminists in the show tonight, but they're going to be hot and heated about this, of course. 50 years, and then just to get rid of it, that people have their feelings on that, of course. But it's not being wiped out completely. The blue states are keeping them in, just y'all them red states. I mean, me personally, I look at this as affecting more lower income people. Doesn't matter the demographic, lower income's gonna have the problem. If you're middle class, upper middle class, you're not gonna have this problem, because if you're in a state that doesn't allow it, and if you got a little bit of money, all you gotta do is hop on a plane and go somewhere who can do it. So that's just a quick synopsis on me on that. Hold on, y'all pouring in here. Abortion's not banned, it's just left up to the states. Yeah, exactly, Eric. Exactly. Like I said, out here in Illinois, they ain't banned it. Pritzker came out. Now, if you in Texas or if you in Florida, cancel Christmas. Mike says, woohoo, see you, Ro. Oh, I see what side you're on, Mike. I see what side you're on. Child support might go up and more people in court. Okay. Okay. Hold on here. Let's get to this chats here. Keeping the masses mad at each other gives politicians more power. Yeah, I can see that here. How about it's a black woman on the Supreme Court and Roe vs. Wade overturned? Here, let me add this here, guys. For all the women that's upset about Roe vs. Wade being overturned, just remember, women voted for this. For as many, we're going to hear a lot of discussions over the next few months, how the Supreme Court, and how, Trump in office and Republicans last administration, and how the Supreme Court's changed here. But we got to remember, who votes in this country? Women has the right to vote. So many women, you could say, on the red side, you know, so many women on the blue side, but women voted for this. For years, have women been wanting this. So I just want to level set here. This is not a men issue where you go say, oh, men are the problem. Men want to take our reproductive rights away. Hey guys, it's like we said earlier, we said it's a little complicated. Women want this, y'all. So we need to have true dialogue when we talk about this here and not point the blame on men. There's women. They want this just as bad as men, guys. They want it just as much. Don't agree with abortions, but to each his or her own. I do have a problem with taking away women's rights, especially over one thing that sets us apart. I'm in Tennessee, so we've been on lockdown. Yeah, Tennessee. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, Tennessee ain't playing. Throwing rocks at the screen. Really, David? I didn't know it was like that, bruh. No more $350 visits. It's a road trip with maybe overnight stay money now. That's true. That's what I'm looking at. If you in Texas, you in Oklahoma, you in a red state, you taking a trip to Cali. You know, if you're in Indiana, you may be coming over to Illinois. Wisconsin, same thing. Yeah. Hey, Dave. What's going on, man? Glad you jumped on. Somebody said, poom poom discipline in effect. Hey, you know what though? No matter what opinion I have on this, no one's gonna like it. There's gonna be people champion say, yeah, that dude knows what I'm talking about. And there's gonna be people that's like, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. I just look at the fact that, you know, people just need to be, you know, I mean, there's situations where, you know, it needs to happen. I'm not gonna deny that, but we need people to be more responsible and accountability when it comes to this pregnancy thing, guys. Y'all raw dogging too much. Y'all raw dogging with the wrong person, not strapping it up, and then next thing you know, you're getting caught up with these babies here, y'all. Y'all need to stop raw dogging. Man, these chats are coming in here. Sorry, StreamYard has this little glitch where that when a whole bunch comes in, and then they just come all at once. So it's like, oh, here we go here. I don't vote. Personal choice. Hey, Sheila, you keeping it 100. Weed legal, royal return. Make love, not war. We just need legal federal, though. That's the only problem with weed. It's not federal. Once we get that federal statute out, then we'll be good. Then we'll be good. My body, my choice, but his responsibility. Make that make sense. A woman can drop off her baby at a fire station and not pay child support. Why can't men relinquish their rights and not pay? That's a good point, Eric. That's a good point. We live in a society where that men doesn't have reproductive rights after we skeet. That's why we talk about dick discipline in this spaces, guys. Dick discipline. You skiing, and you know you're in a state now that you can't go ahead and the girl not gonna take care of it. You really stuck. We really gonna go hard on dick discipline now. For real. Dave, Mike a geek, don't you think so? Yeah, Mike could be a geek at times. But he's our geek though. That's how that goes down though. He's our geek. So ain't no disrespect, man. Yeah, I called you a geek, Mike. What we got here from these chats here as we get this thing going here? What's Alec? What you got here? Men should be able to relinquish right if women can do it for years. I agree with that, Alex, too. I ain't gonna be mad about that, man. Not mad. Man, all y'all coming in here. It's called social distancing. Wear protection. Y'all raw dogging too much. Hey, let's just keep it a buck, guys. Y'all like the raw dog. Everybody loves the raw dog. Before we get into Amanda Seales again, you know, I wanted to touch on that because everybody was triggered by it. You know, I'm like, yo, who the hell is she, right? But before we get into her, y'all love the no jimmies. No one wants to put on that Trojan. No one's put on that prophylactic. Y'all like that wet, gushy. Both sides. That's the problem we have today. Why I make all these videos. Dude recently, the Dusty dude, 3 kids, 3 baby mamas, you know, women, 4 kids and 3 baby daddies. Woman is 44 years old, 4 kids and 4 baby daddies and stuff like that. Y'all love that raw. Boy, I tell you, if y'all some drug addicts, man, we be having zombies on the corner here looking for that pussy can on the shelves, man. It's like, come on, baby, where the pussy can at? I need to get this hit. This raw dick is getting to me. I'm telling you, y'all need to wrap it up. Y'all like that raw digger. I'm telling y'all, man. And for fellas, if y'all in that raw dogging, just go ahead and get a vasectomy. I know we don't have many. Some guys gonna get on me, right? Dave, why you gonna say that? You know why I'm gonna say that? Because your boy did it. That's right. You can't get no safer than this. All you need is one, and then go ahead and get it snipped. And here's the thing, guys. Do your research. I got the Michael Jordan one. See, Michael Jordan's not only the GOAT because he's the greatest basketball player of all time. Now, I know that, you know, I got LeBron here with MJ and Kobe, but Michael's the GOAT. You know why Mike's the GOAT? Because this man, you know, he was married to Juanita, you know, had 3 kids. He was showcasing, you know, the be like Mike, the family man, the Gatorade man. I want to be like Mike. You know, had a very, very expensive divorce. He made it up, though. Lost about $100 million in a divorce. It was one of his most expensive divorces of all time. But he still became a billionaire, right? But what people don't know is that after he had his 3rd kid, is it Jasmine's the daughter's name? My man had a vasectomy. He wrapped it up. Snip, 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 cut, cut, burn. You don't hear Mike of no illegitimate babies. None of that whatsoever. So what happened when Mike got remarried? Part of the new prenup with his new wife, well, she's not new. They've been together for a minute now. It was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and get my tubes untied because now that I am older, I didn't raise my kids. I was in my playing career. So I want more kids. I want more seeds. I want more heirs because I'm Michael Jordan. I'm the greatest of all time. I need some more kids out here. Okay. My 3 are grown right now. So he went ahead and got the procedure that can be reversed, got it reversed, got his wife knocked up, then got married. And then he went ahead and reversed it again. That's the OG, baby. No illegitimate babies. All his babies came within the nuclear marriage that what he was doing. That's the OG. That's the GOAT. All right. So the vasectomy works, fellas. It works. You can get it reversed. And peep game, you know how much my vasectomy costs? You got insurance? I paid $122 out of pocket. I went to the gas station the other day. You know how much condoms cost nowadays because everything's rising up? I remember back in the day, condoms used to cost $3 for a pack of 3. They're $7.99 now. Yo, $122, and all you're doing is buying it just so you don't catch no diseases. If you're in a committed relationship, you're good, baby. This is game talk for the fellas. Go ahead and snip, snip if you done. I'm 42, so I'm done, y'all. Just letting y'all know. Man, you don't gotta worry about nothing. Nothing, y'all. Let's get some more of these chats here. I've been talking here. I'm seeing what y'all saying here before we get it going here. Ooh, y'all coming in here. I wonder if HIV not keeping anymore. Wait, I wonder if HIV not keep. It's not like it used to be. Ain't like 91. That's a death sentence. You get HIV now. It's like herpes. You still can die, but I'm saying you can live now. It just ain't going nowhere. Man. Got to go back to peep shows. Seriously? That's what we're doing here? Raw D and cheap liquor. Hey, Cordero, that'll do it. You get a 5th of Henny, and it's after 11 to 12. In 10 months, you a daddy. You know? Or let's say you can't afford Henny. What about my Paul Masson drinkers out there? Yeah, y'all drinking that old school hard Paul. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That'll get a girl knocked up in a heartbeat. Lord have mercy. What we got here? Stay away from Mad Dog 2020 for cheap liquor. Yo, yeah, hey, Matt, you talking about cheap. I think if you go to, I remember back in the day, you can buy it for like $4. Right, Sheila? That was like that and Boone's Farm, but right next to each other. Well, for the girls drinking that, they were getting pregnant if you saw them drinking that. You had to be the responsible one, guys, and you weren't being responsible back then. No. What do we got here? Ooh. Here's what I'm gonna do here to get the start here. I'm gonna bring Robert up, one of my day ones here. Before I get into my other talk here, because I know he want to talk about this Roe versus Wade here, so I'm gonna bring him on.
Hey, Dave.
What's up, Robert? Hey, what's going on, man?
Much. Enjoying the freak show of this Roe v. Wade result.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
I can see this coming out by the time most of the states that do ban it. I can see the other states saying, "Oh, none from other states can get abortions in our state. They have to be in our state for so long in order we can give them an abortion." I can see that happening. That's going to be a tough fight for them.
You know what? Anything can happen now. Like,
I'm saying it's going to make those states go broke.
No, I'm saying like reason. I know. I'm saying it's 2022 right now, and that's what has happened in 2016. I knew this was coming once I first heard the law introduced in Mississippi. I was like, okay, they know something. They're just gonna keep going, and then they're gonna keep jamming it and jamming it and jamming it.
And it's gotten to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court was like, "F this. We're sending it down to the states." It just proves when you keep pushing it, and it goes to the Supreme Court, and they see this is like this one again. Goodbye. We're gonna push it down to the states, and now the states are gonna make the decision. And I can see a lot of states after a while they're gonna be like, "Forget this. We're losing money." And the federal government's not bringing money to us.
It depends on how liberal the state is. If it's a true liberal state, there's going to be people in place that it's going to be. But I can see what you're saying here. But it's going to take a true red legislative for that to happen. Yeah. So, but if you're in a red state, cancel Christmas. You're just going to have to go ahead and get on a plane.
I'm in a red state, so I don't care. Really, I don't care at all. I'm in Texas, so I'm like, they can whine. I'm like, you're going to have to travel about maybe a day's worth trip just to go get an abortion. Because of how big Texas is. Just to get to the closest state that has one. I'm like, really, if you really badly want to have abortions, go to those states. If they start whining, oh, I don't want to move to those states. Why? Because the taxes are too high? Which most of those states are, the taxes are too high.
Yes.
And that's the reason why some of them are moving to states like Texas because of the tax rates.
That's true. Like
you have to take a pick. Either your ideology or tax rates. Good tax rates. You have to take the pick. You're either going to slit your own throat or you're going to play ball, pretty much, by layman's terms.
Like, one thing I'm going to see. Oh, we got some other people. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to bring my boy Mike on here. He just came on.
Mikey.
What's up?
Hey, what's going on, Mike?
Nothing much, man.
We got 3 live crew right now.
House is nice and dried up now, man. No more flooding.
You over here got flooding issues. I was like, what's going on with Mikey over there, man? I talked to you.
AC issues 2 weeks ago. 16 G's down the toilet.
Damn. That's what happened. Homeowner, man. That's what happens. These are adult problems, y'all, being a homeowner. Wait a minute. You paid that much because you got 2 units in your house, right?
Yeah, I got 2 3-pound units.
God, Dizzle. So I know why you came on, though. We're talking about that R&V, baby. That RV.
I thought this was later on stuff, man. I was just hanging around in the kitchen. I was like, and I hear you're bringing Robert with the nice haircut going on over there.
Yeah, I was just gonna do it for like 2 seconds, and then all of a sudden the chat started talking, and then I was like, we'll just rock with this for a second. Hey, where I got to go right now? What you got on this, Mike?
I'm happy for it. Right?
Ooh, we got a happy one here.
Like I am glad that it actually occurred.
Ooh.
Now listen, everyone has the right to do what they want to do, but at the same time it's all up to the states, right? And you discussed about that. So that's perfectly fine. So, it's funny how you have a bunch of Californians moving to Texas to take advantage of the lower taxes.
Oh, yeah.
But then all of a sudden they're going to be complaining. They'll be like, oh, no, now I can't do this no more. And listen, fine. A woman has the right to her body. But at this very same time how many times do men have their rights? Like a woman can decide to have an abortion, kill my child. Okay? But then at the same time is if a man doesn't want the child, she also still has the right to keep the child and put him in his place and make him go take care of business, pay for this. It's like, make a decision. Which one do you want? You already have the law on you in regards for that. Why this? And listen, for men out there who then is complaining that this is happening. Number one is you release the demons. You release the Kraken. You can control that. Okay, that's number one. Number two is you have so many men complaining about feminism, the toxic feminism that's going on, yet they're pro-abortion, which abortion is literally one of the biggest technologies ever created in order to be able to give the feminism, the toxic feminism, a rise. So you're going to complain about women making these decisions, these choices, this power. And listen, women should have power in parts. I believe in that. But at the very same time as this whole thing with Roe versus Wade, should have happened a long time ago. And listen, look, this is going to be bad. Looks like Donald Trump did something right.
Oh, this sounds interesting.
What you got here, Mike? Oh, some people might get triggered.
You got
on
me
this
intrigued,
one.
Mikey. You got me intrigued.
Who's gonna get triggered? Who's triggered here?
You can hate him all you want, but those justices that he brought in there did assist with this.
You're right about
yeah,
that.
Definitely. Yeah.
That's why I was
They bump up
saying
the Constitution as written too. So
that's why I was saying. Hold on. That's why I was saying that women voted for this. We saw about Trump. The trickle effect is you saw all the people that came out for Trump. It wasn't just the men. I saw that 78 million to 71 million vote when it was going down, and I saw more women than men voting for that man.
And if you look at it, look, if people were watching what happened after the decision was made earlier on this morning, you had a bunch of feminists just crying their tuchushes off. They're like, oh, and then what do? Then they try to include the alphabet people here. Oh, guys, listen, this is also you. I was like, no, bitches.
No, they're not. They're not even in.
And I just used the B word because I just don't know their names. I'm just saying, it's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about that this is also them? No, that's a separate issue. We'll talk about that later on. See, this is the part where feminism brings everybody to try to, help us create this whole narrative, and it's so wrong. I believe in equality. I believe in so many different things, right? I believe that women should have the right to work, should have the right to vote, first wave feminism, second wave, third wave, fourth wave right now that we're in? No. And this is the hard part, right? Women, you guys have technology of birth control. You guys have technology of abortion that should not have happened. Even the person that actually started the Roe versus Wade, even she until this day says, I should not have done that because I just created.
Mike, yeah, to add on that, this all started because quote unquote Roe, I forgot her name. I can probably pull it up. She was someone who was broke, had no money, and was incentivized to lie, saying a black man raped her to the point where that led off this whole thing.
Dave,
so hold on. Let me finish.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to drive this here. So the whole point that I'm getting at is a lot of major legislative happens on the backs of black people. Because we had it perpetuated on a lie and how that's going on. And like you were saying, Mikey, how she went to her deathbed saying that she made close to over $450,000 living this lie until she came out and then, saying that I'm not in, she came in evangelical, all this stuff like that and came out, whatever the case may be. But it's all came out because of a lie. Now, of course, equal rights, your body, your choice, things of that nature. But the genesis of how it started is fucked up, y'all. You need to read about it. How this whole thing got kicked off was all about big money, anti-abortion, and on the backs of black people being accused of something that wasn't that didn't even happen.
Yeah, the funny thing, Dave, is where it started. It was in Houston, Texas, of all places.
In Texas, yep.
That's why that was where I was like, "Go ahead, Dave. You can finish that up. I'll tell the actual location." That's where it was. It was in Houston, Texas. I listened to a story about it. I'm like, "Oh, go figure." The most conservative state gets this type of bill, this law to be enacted. Now it's gone, and Texas gets the chance to say no again.
Yeah, and when you hear women talk about this whole thing about, what is conception, what is life, what is this, right? Mm-hmm. If you guys ever come across a woman who tries to push this abortion bullshit, what you do is this. You tell her, okay, you have every right for an abortion. So that means that child while it's in your tummy, a difference of maybe 6, 7, maybe a foot in your body, it's all of a sudden there's no life. It comes out of your vagina, all of a sudden there is life. So let me ask a question, lady. And you ask a woman this. When you're pregnant and you're 6 months term, and I kicked you in your stomach, and that unborn, non-living thing you say dies, would you prosecute me for murder? Of course you will. But that's the thing. The thing is, you determine and saying that it has life when you want to. That's not how that works. The whole medical aspect of things is what people are pushing is until there's a heartbeat, until there's this month's in, then there's life. And a lot of women will use that argument so much that they don't even understand or this whole narrative of things. But then you give them that the moment that they have their children, you say you do something like that, they're going to say, listen, no, you're going to be charged with murder. That's the thing. Anybody that deals with this abortion, you bring up this whole what's life. It's no different than also what's a female. These alphabet people can't even understand or even answer what's a female. They're like, it depends on the woman. That's right. It depends on the woman. And that's the biggest problem is like, and then the funny part is this. Who supports majority wise, this whole abortion thing? Democrats, right? Mm-hmm. Democrats do. And what were they saying about the whole thing about Republicans who don't believe? What did they say? You guys don't believe in science. You Republicans don't believe in science. Oh, interesting. That's very interesting to me that all of a sudden now you don't believe in science on what life is. You don't understand that life begins the moment that a 23 chromosome of your sperm, the 23 chromosomes of your egg joins together, it creates life. It's a living thing, no matter what you say. So how do we determine what a living thing is? It's easy to break down these women, and that's why they go rage out and stuff like that. And it's just a problem that exists. Plus also, like I said, I'm a person who've always believed in pro-life. I've always been a pro-life person, right? But at the very same time as I've experienced where I don't have a choice on a child's life. I've had that issue. The first time that I ever decide to pop one in on a woman where I said, let's do this. And then like a month later, all of a sudden you have no choice. It's like, and this is not coming from a guy who's pissed at what happened or whatever like that. This is what happens on a daily basis where men don't have a choice. Women want your choice. The thing is, always ask a woman, what's the choice that you want? Or I would actually take it to the next level. It's like, ask a feminist, what's the choice that you want? You just want choice that's only positive for you. But when other people make decisions, like they used to push, well, it's the law, it's the law, it's the law. Well, now it's not a federal law anymore. So what's next? Mm-hmm. Are you going to complain and move to a different state? Please. You ain't. You already bought your house. You can't sell your house right now. Next time you move to a different state that actually allows this to happen, your taxes are sky high. You're welcome. Mm-hmm. The reason why your taxes are high because this is one of the things that's being sponsored.
Exactly. That was my point.
Yeah, I heard exactly your point. And exactly.
Yeah,
Good
exactly.
Mm-hmm. Man.
Hell, in Michigan, they're holding on their ban right now because it will also affect gay marriage in their state.
They're coming for that next. Law. I'm letting everybody know. They're coming.
Yeah, right now the courts are holding that right now.
Now I know it's 2022 right now, I'm looking at this the same way I looked at this ruling today. I said back in 2016, Mike, I was telling Nicole about this years ago. I'm like, yo, this is gonna come down eventually. It's just only a matter of time. When they want what they want, they're patient about it. So what we've seen, don't be surprised that we're gonna see a lot of things. I'm giving this about 5 or 6 years. Just here's what people don't understand is it's not just the major national elections that y'all need to be worried about. It's y'all local. It's your local elections is the reason why this is actually occurring here. When people don't vote in the midterms, and the reason why I'm saying this here is because I'm seeing the chat here and it's getting kind of, I've seen this gets picking up here. And one of the things I've seen here, my man Eric, he's like, you don't like this conversation. I know, man. It's tough. This is tough talk here.
This is a tough conversation to have.
Hold on, Robert. Hold on. So we're having these conversations here because we're seeing changes in society, and only way we're going to get through this is talk about it, because you know what people are going to do? They're going to be in their emotions and just want to rally and fight and want to protest without having true dialogue. See, we could have a true conversation about this. Someone's going to get triggered by the fact that you may be on one side, and we're never going to get anywhere. And I'm just saying that next few years or so, guys, your local elections, it's always been this way. If y'all don't vote in the local elections, don't complain when stuff changes. The reason why this is happening here, because no one comes out in the midterms. For everybody that's a liberal who's mad about this, for the feminists that's mad, how come we have record low turnouts in the mid 2 years, but then we have record turnouts when we come for the presidency? It's because y'all ain't worried about y'all local problems. You know what though? When you got potholes in the streets, how is that getting taken care of? The local elections, and then your people who run the city and things of that nature. When you vote for sheriffs and things of that nature, everything that you have important items in your day-to-day lives is in the midterms, not for voting for president. So for anybody that's mad right now, and I've talked to other people prior to coming on today saying that, not at you, Sheila, but I'm just saying people saying, I don't vote, it's whatever the case may be. But you know what though? Don't complain. You can't complain right now, because for all the years that you didn't vote in the midterms, people were being put in place for the people who voted for them for their agenda. This got pushed, and then slowly but surely, you get enough there for the national election for you get your Supreme Court overturned. You push these things in the states, and then it gets moved up the ticker, and bam, here we are in 2022. Long story short. Just saying, guys, y'all can't complain if y'all don't vote.
And most people that complain are the ones that don't vote.
Exactly, Mikey. Exactly.
In my case, I don't complain right now because I didn't vote in my last election because I just moved into where I live now. So I was like, I don't know anything about the local area yet. So I usually give myself a year to get to know what's going on in the local area. Then I'll start voting again. That's how I do it. So at least I know the law of the land, at least.
Heck, there's laws out there right now that they're trying to allow, chemical castration of men. That men should actually. Now, there are laws against, there's laws that are in place in, like, for example, California and stuff like that for sex offenders. I get that. I understand that aspect of things. I can see where that's actually happening, where that is a good sense of things, right? Because one of the biggest excuses that a lot of people say this whole abortion argument is like, well, what if you got pregnant because you were raped? Okay, you were. I'm sorry. I apologize, man. I shouldn't have said the word.
It's great.
If you got raped, right?
Yeah.
Well, then, when you go look at a person who's pro-abortion and you say, okay, well, how about we'll make sure that in the rules that's allowed, but every other abortion is not allowed. Watch their face turn red and pissed at you. That's the biggest problem, is that they don't have any argument, any supplement that they can actually add. I mean, guys, you should watch out, because there are medications out there that does medical castration that women use that they can use on you guys. Watch what kind of stuff you'd be popping if you got the wrong type of girl. She's probably even know that she's giving you some amazing medications that you don't even know exists. They're gonna give you Zoladex, they're gonna give you Vantaz, they're gonna get you Lupron, they're gonna get you Trelzar. You don't even know that's being popped in your pills. I mean, to be honest, for men, one of the questions you should ask on a woman that you should end up with is, have you ever had an abortion? If you as a man never had a child and you end up with a woman who has an abortion, she has a higher chance of miscarriages, of not having your babies as much. There's a higher percentage. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but a higher percentage of her not being able to bear fruit for you as a man. So guys are not paying attention to this whole dating game that you're trying to find a perfect woman. Part of that is understanding her health background, her medical background. Have you ever had this done? Because if a woman just even has one already, increase the chance of her not being able to carry again because of the damage that they are doing in that. I mean, they're
Mike,
so.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm glad you said that point here. Stay on that. I remember talking to a woman 2 years ago. She tried to fight me hand and tooth that even though that you have a deletion, it does not impact you having a child later on in life. So by you being hold on, Robert. So by you being a healthcare hold on, Robert. By you being a healthcare professional, I want everybody to know Mike is a professional. My man, you ran schools, right? You teach people how to become CNAs, LPNs, nurses, and things. You have a family full of doctors. You are a health. Your family is all about medicine. So can you just comment on that for a second here, since you can have that conversation, unlike anybody else who may be ignorant on it, is regarding having a deletion and impacting your health long term for future pregnancies.
Yeah, there's a variety of different things that can actually happen. Number one, damage to the womb or the cervix. I mean, let's just say the cervix instead of just not the womb. You know, if somebody who gets an abortion, post-abortion that they're going to actually have, it can be traumatic. It can be excessive bleeding that actually occurs. So remember, when you have excessive bleeding, that means you are dropping oxygen rating in your body. You're also dropping electrolytes in your body of excessive bleeding. So possible that can happen with electrolyte imbalance is number one, your body goes in shock. Number two can also happen is that you can literally die, and so many different things like complications. And also remember, part of your electrolytes, your potassium. That's why there's an increased chance for a woman to actually even get a heart attack. Then you just move on to other aspects that can actually happen to a woman. Infection of the uterus, infection of the fallopian tubes, scarring of the inside of the uterus that actually occurs, sepsis, shock, uterine perforation, death is another aspect. Don't forget that you can also have an embolus that actually can happen as well. Thrombosis, all of a sudden it goes up into your brain, and then all of a sudden, stroke. All of a sudden you're like, da-da-da. That's all you're going to be doing. One-sided. So, what are the risks that actually occurs? Don't forget the other aspect that even women taking just prevention pills, all right, you have an increased chance of blood clots. You have an increased chance of strokes. You can have an increased chance, of having clotting factors and problems. So, putting your body at risk for that over to choosing the right man that you end up with, choosing the right man that's going to pop in you, right? It's like what abortion did and what the pill did, unfortunately, allowed a woman to have no accountability. And you got plan B. Good Lord. So many options, right? But the easy one for women is that let's have all the options. We want all the options. Tell me one option that a man has.
I mentioned it. What I did, just one of the few. Snip, snip.
There is one other option, but it costs a lot of money to do, and it's not just a vasectomy too. But it takes the courts just to get through it, and that's a lot of money right there just to spend to just sign to get your rights terminated.
Yeah,
which is possible, but it takes a lot of money just to get through that.
It's funny they're forcing that. Say, women are saying, well, that men can do that. That's easy for men. That's evasive. That's an evasive procedure. Mm-hmm. You want us to get evasive procedure to help you with your accountability? How about let's go ahead and remove your womb?
Oh, hysterectomy.
All right, let's go ahead and do that. Is that? Would you like that? Would you like that, lady? Would you like me to remove your womb? No, they're not going to do that. That's wrong. That's too harsh. Says who? It's like women are saying, pregnancy is one of the toughest thing ever in the world. Really? Toughest job in the world? I mean, really? I mean, I'm sure a lot of guys can't handle it. Your body was made for it, ladies. But I'm not trying to be a woman hater here. I'm just trying to say when feminists tries to go at me, I go at them full hard. But for the women that use that stuff, yeah. You gonna dig ditches? Are you gonna build skyscrapers? Are you gonna? Because there's more. We can look at the percentage of men dying because of work and job definition. Mm-hmm. Let's try that again.
Hey, Mike, can you answer the question on the screen here?
Yeah.
Eric's asking, can a woman get pregnant 6 weeks after a deletion?
Yes.
There you go, Eric. Nancy saying, raise up off our guts, Mike.
I'm gonna catch flack for my stuff.
Hey, but I rock with Nancy.
Mikey.
She was like, yes, lots of options out there. You got that right, Sheila. Oh, boy. What's LG saying? Pull out, up, put up. My man Z's in the building. What up, Z-Web? Get fixed or condoms all day. Hey, I'm shocked when I went to the gas station, Mike. I literally was getting my coffee fix. Walked in, I said, "Oh, what the hell?" I looked over. They were $7.99 for a 3-box. I was like, man, if I was 22 years old coming up nowadays, I couldn't afford condoms, man.
Bro, I just went.
Dude.
I just shopped at Amazon. I just bought a 24-pack for my trip to the Phils, man. It's like, that stuff is expensive. Good Lord, ultra thin Trojans, Trojan man. I'm just saying that you're right. It is expensive. You know, I just found that out literally 3 days ago.
I was like, I'm glad I'm out of this game, man. I'm out of the condom game.
24-hour pack of condoms.
That's just I'll tell you, man. Because you don't want to trust them Asian condoms. They break.
Oh no!
Damn.
All of a sudden, I'll be like, I'll come back to the Philippines a year later. They'll be like, Daddy? I'm like, oh no.
I'm like, oh no, Mike, no, you went the wrong way.
You went to the dark side.
Eric saying, order from eBay.
Oh no, not eBay. I've heard too many horror stories about eBay.
Z is like, they're cheaper on Amazon. You did the right thing. He's saying, okay, stay on Amazon.
Yeah.
Tell you, man.
Or just do the easy way with the hefty bags with the zip ties. That would work just
Oh
too.
no. LG says, or Kid's condom from House Party. Do y'all remember that scene from House Party, the first one, when Kid had that condom in his wallet since like freshman year, and he pulled that bad boy out, and that thing just crinkled up like a cracker?
Classic.
LG.
Oh man.
Yo, I rock with you.
Damn.
Hey, y'all want to know something? Rest in peace to my pops. He took me to see House Party when I was 10 years old in the movie theater. I don't know if that could happen today. If a father
Probably
took a
not.
kid, I mean, I remember, I was like, yo, it was like a Saturday night. We went to like a 9 o'clock show. I was like, shout out to my dad. I don't think kids can go, like, you can get away with it, of course, but I think some parents look at it like, you brought your kid to see this? Oh, man.
Dude, I had the VHS for that. I put it on. Like, somebody lent it to me. I put it on. I was like, and I remember it's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I just got home from school and I played it, and I was like, oh, I can't watch this. I had to wait till my 11 o'clock Skinamax, pre-Skinamax watching to watch that sucker. My parents were sleeping.
Skinamax.
I was like, I had to wait from 11 so I can watch it 11, and then after that I can watch some midnight Skinamax. You know, back in the days when you were young, man. But another thing,
Hey,
guys,
real
fellas,
fast.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kenny G says Asian condoms are small too.
It's not that they're small, okay? It's Kenny. It's not that they're small, but I get what you're saying. I mean, the average in Asia men's size is around 4.23 inches. Is a man's size as a full erect, down there. So yeah, the thing though is it's the girth that happens. So it's not that. So I guess it's small. Yeah, but the length is fine. But you might pop it. It's a little crappy. But for the men out there, another suggestion, you guys should have, I hope you guys use, some raincoats out there. You guys should purchase what they call skin condoms, which is SKYN. So this is for, for people who are allergic to latex, because there's girls out there that'll be like, no, don't put it on. I'm allergic to latex.
Yes, Mikey.
Have skin with you all the time. That you should have at least a 3-pack of skin SKYN condoms out there, just in case you get one of those girls that tries to play that game and be like, but it's like I'm allergic to latex and blah blah blah. I'm like, I got skins. It's happened to me at least 7 times.
I'm glad you said that true story with me. Back in 2009, I had a woman almost trap me because she said that she was allergic to latex, and the situation. I was a drunk one night, and it was no Jimmy Hughes that night, and she was going back and forth lying to me about 3 or 4 months about a baby that's not even here to this day right now. So I'm glad you said that, because literally she said that she was allergic to latex. And I went through this in 2000. I was young and green, literally. Like, one of the few times I can count on my hand that I went raw before my child came in. Yo, Just telling you, women will pull that number. Oh, I'm allergic to latex, and next you know, I'm pregnant and it's yours. Like,
And you know, since we're in the whole medical stuff and whatever, fellas. So you know, I heard you, Dave, talk about, you know, HIV is your last. Yeah, HIV is no longer your main problem because there's a lot of medications to control that now. You know, thank Magic Johnson for that. But here's the thing, guys. There's far worse things that you can get. Hepatitis C is one really bad. There's no cure for that. Once you get that, you know, it's countdown for you, right? You know, hepatitis C has been around for a long time. And then don't forget, guys, I just want to school you guys. There's a lot of STI infections out there, like gonorrhea, herpes, and all that stuff. That's virus. So once it's in your system, it's hard to get off. It's for life. And just to let you guys know, if I'm correct, the last numbers in there is that 35% of women have for herpes. So just to let you guys know, just if you guys don't know, right?
it's the gift that keeps on giving.
It's a gift that keeps on giving, right? So, but there's like the bacteria stuff, like for example, gonorrhea and stuff like that. What we're seeing right now is because there's what we call antibiotic resistant gonorrhea now. All right. And you guys can look this up, and it's a truth, right? So the reason why a lot of these super bugs, these super bacteria are occurring is because this disease has been around so much, these bacteria, and we've been treating it with all these really strong antibiotics. Well, then these super bugs built resistance against this thing and no longer gets crushed by the super antibiotics that we have. And we don't have that many choices of antibiotics to cure this stuff, guys. So a lot of you guys will say stuff like, well, just take a Z-Pack and you'll be perfectly fine. Yes, you're right. But some guys and men are more unfortunately guilty of this, is that when you start feeling okay, you stop your antibiotics. Let's say, for example, it's a 7-day antibiotic or a 10-day antibiotic. Take the full regimen, even though you're feeling good at the 3rd day. Because when you do not, that increases the chances of that bacteria either coming back because it wasn't fully taken care of, or it builds resistance to that medication. So a lot of guys don't understand this whole super bugs that actually occurs and have problems with. That's what's existing. So you guys will have a lot of guys, you know, spouting some pus out of their penis because, you know. But yeah, the super gonorrhea, look it up. It's
super gonorrhea. Lord have mercy.
And
thanks, Mike, for bringing back memories for me.
You guys don't want that big shot up your booty, because they give you that. They give you that shot.
Back the memories of Dr. Ruth.
And fellas, do you know how they actually take a specimen to be able to find out if you have this stuff? They take this 6-inch Q-tip. They take your penis and they put that Q-tip inside the penis and stick it up there all the way through, and just go ahead and rub it without, and I repeat, without any lubricant. You're welcome, guys.
I said about that.
Wear a condom.
I'm in pain just hearing that. Oh, Mikey, stop it.
Mikey just helped bring back basic training memories for me.
Hey, Eric said the best here. Ouch. Like you said, ouch.
I'll be a baby.
Oh, God. Damn, Mike, you had to go there, didn't you?
Hey, look, we do some education right now. Might as well just go jump in it, man.
We're doing this education right now. You know, I get it, Mike. I get it. It's just... sorry, it's just a pause in the action. I just...
Go ahead.
Hold on, let me get it.
Sit back and get your feelings.
I'm done. I'm done for today. I'm done.
Okay.
Poor Dave feels the pain. I'm like twitching.
Let me get to the chats here. Kiki has something funny here. If she's allergic to latex, then it's backdoor, sweetie.
Kiki!
Kiki, are you with me?
Or upstairs.
Ooh.
No, but if she's allergic to latex, any latex entering either oral mucosa or vaginally or anally and stuff like that, she will get a reaction. So it just all depends on what her reaction is. Is it going to be hives? Is it going to be rashes? Or is her throat going to close up? So, you know, if all of a sudden she is allergic to latex and you did the deed and then you try to go upstairs and she's like, she looks like she's choking. No, it's not because you have a big D. It's because she's actually choking and dying. So I'm just saying is that watch out for that stuff.
Hey, I'm gonna bring somebody else into the group here. We got Vega Man here. Let me go bring my man into the cut here.
Oh, hey, what's up, Vega?
What's up,
What's
nigga?
up with you? What's
Hey,
good, man? Hey,
you always in the streets when you call in, man. You always out and about, man. Hey, you about to get some buns glazing, ain't you, man? Because you always out. You running around. You about to get in some dirt dog diggler, ain't you? You
oh
know
man,
you are.
I ain't you know what I'm saying. I was just doing a little shopping, about to make some dinner. You know what I'm saying, and I
I
went
got
live,
you. I'm just
and I
messing
went
with
live.
you, man.
No, you good. I got on here, and I'm like, what is y'all talking about? All I hear is Maria and choking on D, and I'm like, what is the deal? What is going on? I'm confused.
Uh,
How y'all doing,
Uh,
man? Y'all doing all right?
Oh, we good, man. Shoot, man. It's Friday night. I'm just trying out a Friday night live stream to see how people are doing. You know, it's summertime, it's June. You know, and just trying to keep
Okay.
people out from glazing the wrong cheeks. You know, if you hear rocking with me, you're not in the wrong cheeks. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
If you're in the
Okay.
right cheeks, then that's cool. But we got a lot of cats that I be seeing in my comment section. I'm like, seriously? So I'm like, let me find the right days here so y'all don't be messing around with the wrong. I'm trying to be responsible for the tribe here. I'm trying to oversee.
Right.
And so then we bring Mike in, who's a healthcare professional here. And so we're talking about so your stuff just don't blow up.
Oh, okay, cool. Definitely. I
No.
appreciate that, 'cause I ain't trying to lose my D now. I ain't trying to lose that, so appreciate the heads up, man. You know what I'm saying?
If you guys want a good joke, you guys need to look up this episode of South Park about 4 years ago when they basically said that gluten is the reason why dicks blow up.
Oh, wow.
And then the only quarantine was to go to Papa John's.
That's hilarious.
Y'all laughing.
Wow.
See, y'all need to get back on this South Park stuff here because I'm telling y'all. And then the whole thing was, I don't want to go to Papa John's. I don't want to go to Papa John's.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm a South Park fan, and someone watched one of my old videos and caught the South Park reference, so I had to throw that in here. But Vega,
Oh,
we were starting off because we're talking about Roe versus Wade and how that got overturned officially.
yeah, I heard about that. Fill me in on what's going on. What's going on with them?
So, long story short, the Supreme Court said, we're getting rid of this. We're kicking this back to the states. So they're making this a states' rights issue, saying that, hey, if individual states want to feel this is something y'all want to do, y'all go ahead and do it. But we're leaving this out of the federal government. And so, of course, when we were talking earlier about how the Supreme Court has been, sculpted by the voters because of who we had in office. And then you have that. And then, of course, now we're at where we're at today. And so I was saying it's only American that it's summertime. We're going to have some more protests.
Of course, definitely. That's coming. I definitely could see that. I was seeing on YouTube earlier a couple people's thumbnails, and I'm like, oh wow, it's been overturned. I'm like, oh man, what the feminists gonna say? What people gonna think now? What's really going on? You know what I'm saying? I knew it was gonna be some trouble coming. So, but yeah, that's crazy. What are your thoughts on it exactly? What do you feel about it?
See, me personally, I have a daughter, so of course I think about that, right? There's the one pony in it, right? But then I'm thinking about it. If I raised my daughter right, I wouldn't have to worry about no Roe versus Wade unless something seriously happens. So I'm raising my daughter not to be no thought. She ain't gonna be no 304. She's gonna be a split image of me. She just turned 5 years old yesterday, so I literally have her, in the beginning here to let her know, nah, this is not what we gonna do. This is not how I'm gonna raise a little girl here. So for me personally, I don't have a bone to pick in this because I know that I'm gonna raise somebody who's not gonna be in this problems here. But some people are gonna be saying, hey, that dude, that's not the issue at hand here. So the issue at hand, I look at it as, you know what? Women have over 30 forms of contraception, of what they can use. Men have literally 2. It's gonna force people to be accountable for their actions. We always tell men to keep it in their pants, but we need to tell women also to keep your legs closed. And if there's a problem, why don't you put the condom on the man himself then if there's going to be an issue with that? Yes, of course, condoms can break, but at least initially you put the condom on. And then if you know that the condom broke, we have plan B. Go ahead and go to Walgreens as soon as y'all get done. If y'all too tired and y'all been in each other's guts all night, you can go the next morning at 8 a.m. and get that bad boy. It's still gonna be okay. I mean, there's so many. So I look at it as, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I can definitely agree with the plan B. I've had to use those a couple times.
Oh yeah.
And,
Oh, when I was
yeah.
single, I had them on deck. I had like 4 or 5 of them in the drawer just in
Oh
case.
wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
hey,
you never know. Never know.
$50 a pop. I spent about $250, and I knew I was good for the year.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case. It's insurance.
Just in case.
We'll talk about it in my live stream when we talk about insurance in case shit happens.
Definitely needed it. Definitely needed. I do think that it's gonna make women think
Mikey,
a
why
lot
you
more.
laughing? Mikey's face is killing me. Mikey.
What
Mikey
you
trying to
got to
hold
say,
something.
Mike? What you got to
Well,
say?
well, okay. So we're talking about Plan B. I'm like, did anybody know about the DF tablets?
Yeah.
No. What's DF
How-
tablets?
The face. Like everyone knows where it went. All right, everybody knows where it went. Okay, I'm just saying, everyone like, did you go inside? No, obviously you have the witness. It's better than the Plan B. I'm just saying.
Hey,
The
Hey
DF
Eric,
tablet.
hey,
I'm
real
gonna
fast,
use that.
Eric. I'm not sharing that much on here, dog. And on top of that too, I share what I share here. You know what I'm saying? I'm an open book, so don't worry about it, Eric. But man.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. I mean, yeah, it's like I said, it definitely is gonna make women be more accountable for their actions. It's gonna make women think about who they're sleeping with. It's gonna definitely make sure, because I'm just gonna be honest with you. I've slept with women, and I'm trying to be PG here. I got people in the car, but I just say that they did not make the best decision themselves, and I'm thinking to myself, like, how can you allow me to just go in here with nothing and think that that's okay? I'm thinking this is your body, but you're not even treating it correctly. I'm the one that has to say, hey, do you have protection? And she'll be like, oh, no, you want to go to the store? I'm like, really? You're just going to allow this to happen without any protection? Okay, cool, whatever. Okay, yeah, we'll go to the store. But I'm just thinking, like, if I'm one guy, how many times did you do this? You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. It's like, wow, like, and then they turn around and look crazy when they end up pregnant. It's like, how did you not think you were going to be pregnant? It's gonna happen. I don't understand that. And then you get pregnant by the most ridiculous types of guys. I mean, you know how it goes. Hopefully, it makes women think twice before they have to go that route, because now it's like they truly don't have that many options now. You know what I mean? Except do what they were supposed to do in the first place. So I'm interested to see how this is gonna go afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
I've been telling people that this is only the beginning. If you don't vote, you can't complain, because they're gonna come they're coming for the LGBT gay marriage. Ain't gonna happen today. It's gonna be steps. We're gonna be back here. Listen, I don't know the exact time period. We're gonna be back here in 2025, earliest. I'm gonna say that we're gonna be back in 2025. We're gonna be wondering, yo, they rolled this back too, and then next we're going, they rolling this back too. And I'm just saying, I
don't know, man. I don't know, Dave. That's gonna be a big one right there. That's gonna really cause a problem right there.
Here's what we gotta look at, because there are so many laws that's being put in place or executive orders that are not being discussed. And you know why it's being discussed? It's not being discussed.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing: I'm not even a Democrat no more. I'm not a Republican. Like I said, I've gone independent, so I don't have a dog. If anybody wants to say whatever, right? But these executive orders are in place. No one's talking about it because we have a full right now. Currently, the House, the Senate, and the President are Democrats. But there's stuff being put in place that no one's talking about. I was watching another show recently, and it's talking about how the latest executive order, they have a task force set up for online bullying for trans people. Task force. Yeah, I mean, don't get it twisted. It's a problem, but we're doing executive orders for task force online when we have other issues, bigger fish to fry, and no one's talking about that. It's stuff that got pushed in the executive orders. I'm like, okay. I mean, I would think that there'd be some other things we want to write in the executive order besides some online task force for bullying online. But no one talks about that. But here's the thing though, I'm not even a Republican, guys. But you know what though? It was funny though when we had a Republican Congress and president, all the drama that we talk about now that we're upset about, that was being brought up then. those 4 years where the boy you hated Trump in office, we heard all the stuff that we hated coming out, whether it was coming from him or people who he had that was bringing that stuff out, whether you hate or like him, all this stuff that was going on, we talked about it. Now it's all quiet. My thing is, just because it's quiet now, this stuff is still not happening.
Right.
You know, Epstein, hold on, point in mind, Epstein Island, the diddlers. You gonna tell me that no one's talking about no diddlers since Biden came in office, but we had nothing but diddlers when Trump was in office. So my thing is, why is it quiet right now when it wasn't quiet the last 4 years? See, people need to ask themselves these questions when people want to ride so hard for the R flag, or you want to ride so hard for the D flag, right? What y'all need to know is when things get quiet, why is it quiet?
Because see, you already know Donald Trump. He wasn't gonna play no games. He was gonna say what he had to say, and he was stirring up a lot of stuff. But of course, I think there was a lot of attacks on him from the other opposing party or whatever. But I mean, everybody has their different views and things on politics. Me personally, I truly don't get deep into that. But it definitely that does spark interest to me, like that that it is quiet now. That's very interesting that you said that. I don't know. That's wild. That's definitely
I'm just
wild.
saying though, I am not for the crazy lunatic R's who are talking about the Pizza Gates and and all the other stuff that they got going on and everything. You know what I'm saying? That there's some they got some there's a whole bunch of loonies in politics. That's a fact.
There is.
But
Yes,
but I just find, and I was the type of person years ago, it's like, yo, you are a Republican? Ew. I would run away from you. But as you get older, you get a little bit more wiser and you start seeing things. You got your crazies on each side, right? But I just find it so weird that everything that people were complaining about for 4 years, and all of a sudden it's supposed to be over now because Biden's in office. You trying to tell me all this stuff is gone now? No, people are still diddling people. People are still messing around with these little kids. And you trying to tell me this stuff is not happening now? Come on now. Both sides are doing it. It's just the fact that one side's keeping it quiet. The other side don't care if you know about it or not.
Wow, that's real, man. Yo, Mike, what do you think about that? When you sitting back in the cuts, man, what's your input, man?
Well, with Digglers?
With
Well, I just got done in my channel exposing a little diddler of kids. So
wow.
Yeah, I was just done with him. But it's quiet because you have a Democrat in the office right now. Right? So I was a lifelong Democrat until I became, right guy in the middle for like the past 10 years. But I'm sorry, Democrats are the ones that cries the most.
True. I agree.
And then Republicans are the side that and this is the thing. It's like vote for not because of what it's an R or a D, okay? It shouldn't matter. What should matter is the issues that they actually live up on. But I think it's unfortunately gone to the side where everyone's chosen sides, and no matter who your boy that's going to be in the top is what it is, and that's what's unfortunate in the matter of what we have in our politics at this moment. I mean, I don't want to get too political, because it's just that's just how it is. I mean, it's one thing technically you shouldn't talk about is politics and religion as much as possible and these kind of things because you're going to have a little bit of both sides. But I mean, just to keep it short in the politics and stuff like that, like what does your politician represent? What does he really represent? And what are the things that you expect your politicians to represent? And are the people that you're about to vote for do that? And so it's like, and the end is, I think it should be to the point, like, you can only talk about politics as if you've actually voted. Like that's my thing. It's like when you don't vote, like if what I'm talking about is I'm talking about a real voter, meaning you vote midterms, you vote, the real stuff, everything. That's when you can really speak about politics as much. And I've been, for me wise, I mean, I can say that I've been voting continuously in every aspect of things, even locally, for the past 4 years. So then I can speak a little bit something as whatever. And at the same time I'll be accountable for the person I vote for. If the person I voted for did something wrong, I would be like, well, I'm one of the reasons why he's there. But a lot of people don't want to do that. It's like, okay, it's like, I'm not, you cannot blame the current situation on why the gas is up. And besides, and also for all the people that complains why gas is so up, don't stop complaining. Stop complaining that the gas is up for the reason that, have you guys seen how much gas is in Europe? No, right? How much have you guys seen how much gas is in Asia? I mean, you have a bunch of people making $300-$400 average a month in the Philippines right now, paying $7.57 per gallon right now. Okay, so make sense of that. So for me, it's like I'm not even gonna deal with that. So I don't blame for the current administration of why the gas is up. The way you have to look at it is like there's so many different things that goes on to actually have that add up. It's like, but people need to ease up in this whole thing of like which side you're in is better than the other, because like you said, Dave, both sides have dirt in their closets and skeletons in their closets. The question is who just has less skeleton and less problems in there, right? And so in the end, just vote your butt off. And besides, let me ask a question. When was the last time a politician did something for your money? Each one of us got our jobs because of us, the work that we put in, not the politician to determine how much money to have. We make our wealth. We make the decisions on how we actually create wealth in our system, in our own economy, and stuff like that. So everyone that always whines about certain things about politicians did this, did that, I'm like, come on. But I know one thing: politicians are the reason why taxes are either up or down. And I'm in a state with a beautiful tax bracket. That's all I can say. So I am not complaining at all.
Hold on. Before we get started here, I got to point someone out here. Let's see here. Black people, if you're not getting anything for your vote, don't vote. Point blank, period. That's some ignorant shit, unless I'm reading that wrong. If you're telling people don't vote, then you're part of the problem with people who shouldn't be complaining. Mm-hmm. If you vote, you have a control. Whether you say it's only one vote, you know what though, the local polling, the people know me in my area. I ain't too many black folks in my neighborhood. They know when they see me with these locks and everything, and knowing that I'm not no Pookie and Ray Ray in my neighborhood. So you know what I'm saying. So if for people who saying that don't vote, then you can't complain.
Yeah,
you can't. You have no leg to stand on. And here's the thing: as us black people, we don't vote. That is the problem why we have the issues and so many problems that we have today. If we're not, only time we do vote, like I said, it's the national elections when everybody was coming out to get all the black women got Biden in office. Biden does not get the vote unless it's the black female vote, but that's the only time that blacks vote. So if you're telling people not to vote, you're part of the problem, because you know what? Black women got Biden in office. So for black women here, they're happy they got their man in. Now, whatever happens after the fact, you got to hold him accountable then and be mad at him. But you can't say don't vote, because black women show that when they vote, they got what they wanted. So when people say don't vote, you're doing a disservice. So please tell me I read that wrong. Don't tell people not to vote. If you're not telling people not to vote, then you can't complain.
Yeah, and most of the time, the real people that actually going to get you what you need, it's not even a national level. Like you said earlier on, Dave, it's literally your mayor, your local representatives. Those are the ones that really count for, if there's any time that you should vote, it should be your local, for your local districts, what's going on there, because that's really what matters and what determines certain zoning and certain things that goes on in your area. And, I think the guy literally said in the bottom, and I get his point. He goes, for Democrats forever, and what has that done for them? That is not true. In regards for those type of stuff, there's a lot of African Americans, a lot of black people that actually vote Republican or vote liberal, or and so yeah, majority is in regards for the Democrats and stuff like that, and I definitely understand that as much as possible, but that's a problem that happens. In the end, you have to know your politics if you're going to get into politics. If you're going to speak anything about politics, just please know what you're siding with, because a lot of people sometimes don't even know who they work with, and that's the big problem. I mean, like for all those people that are complaining right now about, because this whole thing with Roe versus Wade, it's coming from both sides, right? Both Republican and both Democrats are the ones who are mad or upset about it are upset about it. For the Republicans, you voted someone in for that reason, and most of the time, guaranteed Republican is going to be for pro-choice. Right? I mean, for anti-abortion, not pro-choice. I apologize. And then Democrats goes the other way. But understand that why is there such a big division about that? It's because they're just literally doing the things that you guys are wanting them to be, just to be able to get voted in. All right. So, sometimes, to be honest, it's like, don't even think about those small things. Think about the big things that they're going to be doing as much as possible. And I mean, like we have that Bobert lady right now who used to be an ex-stripper and had several abortions. So it's just, and she's an anti-abortionist. So I mean, hello.
Let me get to some of these chats here. I was gonna say E-Biz saying, "Damn sheep. As a race, voting G has never worked for black people. It hasn't worked because we've been voting against our own interests." I'm gonna say that we vote for the wrong people. We vote on our feelings, and we never vote for the right person. So. Because basically, when we vote for the people, they pander to the group, and then when they get in, they ain't looking for us here. Why is it that as much as we want to talk about certain rights, the LGBTQ community, they have a coalition.
Yeah, they do.
They're strong. They put their money and their mouth together, and then they go to the ballot. And even though I'm talking about, there's a possibility because where things are going, they're gonna try to get rid of gay marriage. But you want to know something though? They put their ballots in to get that in there. It made Barack, who wasn't even for gay marriage, to put that there for 2012. So when we say for black people, is it done for us? We vote against our own interests. We don't even do the homework of the candidates who are even on the damn ballot. All we know is who's running for president and vice president. That's why it never worked for black people. We do not vote for our interests. We don't do the homework. We only know when we get in the booth and we look at the sheet and we're saying, oh, who's in this district here? Who's in this district? Who's the sheriff here? Things of that nature. You can't do that.
And typically, it's black people, to be honest with you, and you guys both gave me a different perspective on voting as well. I'm going to be honest with you. But I know typically just being in the hood and black people in general, we ain't going to vote unless they were like, oh, well, we going to give y'all money. Or we always do Democrat. You already know that. That's what they going to do for the people. You know what I'm saying? What they gonna give us? What free stuff? What bailouts? This is like, it's deeper than that, man. But that's typically how most black people always vote. Is what we gonna get for free? What handout we gonna get? And it's just like, that's why I'm like, I never really got into it. Like, cause I'm just like, y'all just looking for stuff. Y'all, you have your own freedom. You have your own choice. You have the power to do something, and you want to just look for just something to pacify you and just keep you basically just above broke. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, no, come on, man. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I really honestly just got into politics, so you guys are definitely helping me out. Honestly.
Yeah, what about Amanda Seals, though?
Yeah, hey, Mikey, you got great timing. I was gonna say I'm about to close.
What about Amanda Seals? Because that's what I want.
Yes. So we're gonna see. Hey, Vega. This is the point of the show was the fact that I did a reaction video to Amanda Seals. Do you know who she is?
Oh, yeah. Okay. You mean to tell me this whole time this is what this is about?
It was supposed to be that until it got turned to Roe versus Wade, and I was like, damn.
Because I was texting Mike, and I'm saying, hey, I'm live streaming on Friday. I'm going to do an in-depth on Amanda Seals. I did the reaction video on Wednesday because I got a lot of turnout from it. People were talking about it. And so next thing you know, Roe versus Wade kicked in last night this morning. And it's like, man, we went an hour and a half on this here. And I literally was saying, I'm just going to do 15 minutes on Roe versus Wade, and we'll keep it moving here. But I should have known better because people are going to be in their feelings, Vega, when it comes to stuff like this here. Right. 90 minutes strong on this. I was like, yo, I might have to turn the corner on this here. Some people in my chat is like, yo, Dave, what are we talking about here? Yo.
Right. Right. Oh, okay. Hey. So you haven't even got started on the main topic yet.
We haven't even gone there.
Wow.
Here's how this goes here. My last live stream, I went 6 hours. So I'm not no time crunch right now. I'll just end it when I end it. Okay. It went so long, my earbuds died, and I had to plug in my other headphones that go in here. That's how long I went Saturday night.
I like
the earbuds died.
Okay, cool.
So we haven't even got to Amanda yet.
Let's do Amanda. Okay. All right, I'm gonna sign out, man, because I know you want to get into this Amanda stuff. I'm excited. So I was laughing with her, man. I was like, all right, here we go, little girl.
So that's
why she hated Kevin is because just look at her age, where she's at. She's
yes.
She's so like boom. I'm out. Peace, Mikey, everyone.
Mike, you can drop out. Vega, I'll drop. If you guys want to come back,
take care, man.
If you guys want to come back after I get done doing this reaction, you guys can come back. Cool. The link will still be available.
Okay, cool.
All right. So I'm gonna get. So like I said, I was not expecting to go Roe versus Wade that long, guys. Hey, shit happens. Live stream. This is live. This ain't like, we're going to be editing this out on NBC or something like that. This is how we do, He's like, hey, where did Robert go? Hey, Robert had to drop out, So I got him in early. So he good, though. We'll catch up with Robert again. Don't worry. Robert's the day one. So we're going to get into this Amanda Seales here. Look at Z said. An hour later. Right, exactly, an hour later. I didn't know we was going to go this long, y'all. Hey. So let's get into this here. This is the main topic at hand here. So, excuse me. So I originally... Oh, stuff's just locking up over here. All right. So I did a reaction video to Amanda Seales. If y'all know who she is, she's a lifelong entertainer. She actually was a child star, not say a star, but child actor, a couple of shows back in the day. And then where I really knew her from, and I have to admit to it, and I'm sad that I have to say this, I used to have the biggest crush on Amanda Seales. Yes. But that was like 20 years ago. Not now. Don't get me. It's like, Dave over here got crushed with feminists. Nah. 20 years ago when she was on MTV, she used to go by Amanda Diva. So she's been a rapper. She actually, when Floetry, I don't know if you guys remember the group Floetry, the girl who was like the rapper, the Floesses, when they had broke up, they actually brought Amanda in, and then she was part of Floetry, but that didn't work out. The group just, she was trying to fill in, but that didn't work. Then they disbanded. Then Marsha Ambrosius went solo. So she's had that, and then she's done other things as far as comedy, stand-up, more acting. Recently, she had a lot of drama because she was on the show The Real. That was the daytime show on Fox. And it had several people on there. There's like Jenny Ma, Lonnie Love, was it Tia Mowry? I can't remember Tia Tamara, one of the twins. Well, one of them was on the show. And so she was on the show for like 6 months. She butted heads and they said, you got to go. I don't know. She said she left, they got to go. The Real went off the air. They was on for like, 8 years? They invited everybody back who used to be a host. They didn't invite Amanda back. Just to let you know, I'm just giving you a little level set here. So she was on a regular daytime talk show, was part of the host, part of the panelists here for 6 months. They had their final episode because they went through these little roster changes. People left the show, brought it back in, and the ratings just sucked. You know what I'm saying? They went straight doo-doo. And so they didn't even invite her back for the final episode. That tells you what kind of lasting imprint you must have had. You was there for a short period of time. There's other people who came on after you. They invited them back. So... And on top of that, too, Amanda's had a lot of allegations in the past towards other men, and then she'd never been held accountable. So what I wanted to do was set up a reaction video from a couple of years ago here because she accused, I believe it was Myron Rolle, former NFL player turned Rhodes Scholar, who is now a doctor. Accused him of some heinous things here because of what other women said. Well, let's not take my word for it here. I'm going to get to the chat and we're going to play this video here. So let's do this. I just want to get caught up here. Hold on. Before I get started here, hold on. This is off subject. Mike, how the hell did Robotech get in the conversation? I am the biggest Robotech nerd. Y'all can't get on me on that Japanimation, Mike. No. What the hell? Okay, I'm going to get into this here. Y'all need to let me know, how did Robotech get involved here? Y'all gonna throw me off here. Y'all don't know. I was huge on Japanimation, but Robotech, that's the OG of Japanimation for America here. Shout out to Rick Hunter, Roy Falker, Disentrati. Come on, man. All right, got me thrown off here. So let me bring this video up here, and so we're gonna get into Amanda Seales here. So let me see. All right, so here's her talking about Myron Rolle here and these allegations. So let's get to the video.
Really don't take it lightly what I'm about to say. Because when you name names, you put not only that person out there, but you also put yourself out there. But I feel as a woman who makes it my business to be a warrior for the truth, that it needs to be said. On my podcast.
Hold on. So she's saying that she's a warrior for truth. Keep that in mind.
and on the Breakfast Club spoke about an individual who had approached me on the internet and who we spoke on the phone, and that they said some troubling things in the conversation that made me take a step back, and that also with literally like no investigation, it was brought to my attention that he had sexually harassed a woman by opening the door when she came to meet him for a date, butt naked.
Wait, she just said that no investigation, no research. Okay, so some woman told her about a situation with Myron here, and she's running with it. Just a level set here. So let's continue now. She literally said no background, no investigation.
And then telling her that she was the one who was overreacting, et cetera, et cetera. Now, I heard that one story and was just like, whoa, that's crazy. When I spoke about him on my podcast and on the Breakfast Club, I didn't say his name. I literally just said a couple like characteristics about him, and it has been shocking and incredibly discomforting to me how many women, 8 as of tonight, that have come forward to say his name. They knew exactly who he was, to say his name, and that he had been incredibly problematic and, behaved in a very sexual, predatory way with them that some have said could have gotten him fired. So I say all that to say, if you are approached by Myron Rolle, you should just be mindful. I don't have...
You hear that? Let me pause that here. Didn't she just say, I have not used his name, right? And then she comes out because of these other women. Now she's going to put his name out here. Isn't this messed up? You see how someone can make allegations and someone like her is going to take and run with it, put your name out on the internet and ruin your reputation. No evidence, just taking the word of someone off the internet. And here's the thing I want to add. Myron Rolle is a professional who was in the limelight. So anybody that's a professional limelight could have accusations anytime. And she admitted that she didn't do any research. So like Eric Martin say, let me pull it up here. Thanks, Eric. Hearsay isn't evidence. You're right, bruh. She's going by hearsay. And then because she is Amanda Seales, she has an online presence and she has a platform. By her doing this, she is putting this guy on blast. She is. What is he saying? Gotta love 80s crushes. Hey, it wasn't an 80s crush, man. This was in 2002. I ain't that old, man. It was a 2002 crush, man. You know, when she was in her prime. She ain't in her prime no more. She's like 42 now. But let's continue here. Let's continue this on.
Have empirical proof, but I've had enough women come forward saying that...
Hold up. Did she say I don't have empirical proof? Let me rewind that back here. Hold on.
Forward saying that he don't have empirical proof, but I've had Myron Rolle. You should just be mindful. I don't have empirical proof, but I've had...
You hear that? Y'all hear that? I don't have empirical proof, which means I don't have proof at all. Women are just talking, so I'm siding with women. So you know what that means, guys? What I talked about before when we say believe all women. Now, here's the problem that we have here. So many women have had situations happen to them, but we cannot say believe all women because there's going to be some women who are straight up evil pieces of shit. Know why I say that? Because men can be evil pieces of shit. And know why I say that? Because men and women are human beings, and human beings are going to do what they want to do when they want to do it. So you don't have any evidence, and you're just going to come out and trash a person. See, I would never do that. I don't think any of us here in my tribe would do that. You're just going to go ahead and run public with something from hearsay. Let's continue on here.
Enough women come forward saying that he was incredibly inappropriate with them, that I feel it would be inappropriate of me to not put the word out there that there is a man that is not being okay with women.
Myron was forced to address the situation back in February because, of course, these allegations can ruin reputations, careers, and even lives. And within his statement, he pointed out that Seals was just upset he didn't want to pursue a relationship, and that's why she's falsely accusing him. He wrote, "I understand that in today's world, the responsibility falls on the accused to prove themselves innocent, as opposed to one's alleged accuser having to prove their claims before going public. A blogger, online personality whom I've never met in person and have only interacted with once via phone, recently claimed that I verbally harassed her during a phone call exchange. She furthered these claims by stating that anonymous sources have come forward and added their accounts to her narrative. Let me make myself perfectly clear. These accusations are absolutely false and should be characterized as exactly what they are: acts of bullying, intimidation, and retaliation. I've been raised to respect women and to also keep my personal affairs private, as that is the respectful thing to do. However, I will not sit idly by and allow someone to engage in intentional character assassination simply because I did not return their advances or wish to engage in a relationship as they may have wanted." Amanda Seales referred to this man as a sexual predator and warned women to stay away from him without any proof other than random women supposedly DMing her on Instagram, and now she's backtracking on her statements, acting like she never did exactly what she did. So now, she's posted videos on Instagram clarifying her former statements about Myron, where she said, "I never accused Myron Rolle of sexually harassing me or of sending me inappropriate DMs. What I did say was that via DM, several women have approached me accusing him of sexually harassing them." Here's the rest of what she said about the subject.
Before we get to her trying to do her backtrack here, hold on. Let me see what you're saying, Z. Well, real fast here. Sorry, Dave. The A's crush was a long chat we were having about crushes we had as kids. Oh, my bad, Z. My bad. I'm trying to play catch up. Y'all just running back and forth here. Okay. Sorry, Z. I'm trying to do a show and I'm trying to catch up with y'all and everything. So yeah, okay, y'all doing your 80s crushes. I'll get to y'all my 80s crush later. So before I get to her rebuttal here, you heard with Myron's statement. He didn't, he basically said that they had a phone conversation. Most of these guys in the industry, football players, entertainers, they get a number, start hollering. The one phone conversation didn't go as, like you said, you know what, though? I'm not going to pursue this here. He's saying that because their phone conversation, he didn't want to pursue it, she was in her feelings. She was feeling a certain type of way. And so we saw the beginning of the video where she went in on Myron Rolle. She even said, I was not saying his name. And then she came out and said his name. And she said that she didn't have empirical data. So let's look at her reaction now, bonnet and toe. God damn, why would she even do this here, right? You beat me to it, No Name. I'm looking through the chat here. Right, the bonnet. Why the fuck are you wearing a bonnet? Like, you really want to do this to yourself. Oh my God. Lord have mercy. Let's hear this rebuttal now.
Some things to address. 1. I never accused Myron Rolle of sexually harassing me or of sending me inappropriate DMs. What I did say was that via DM, several women have approached me accusing him of sexually harassing them. 2nd, I never said that black men were the cause for Jussie Smollett, and I also have never said that black men are solely the cause for holding black people back. That's preposterous.
So Amanda went from accusing this...
She ain't even taking accountability. Do I need to rewind that whole section again where she was going in on him? But then she's trying to act it all so cool, like nothing's ever happened. I didn't say this. I didn't say that. I didn't accuse him. I'm not talking about black men and Jussie Smollett. Damn it, how the hell did Jussie Smollett get in her conversation? Lord have mercy. But Lord have mercy on this. Really? Hold on. Let's play that back again. Play that back again. Hold on, guys. Let's rewind that back. Let's get the scuttlebutt here.
Rest of what she said about the subject.
Look what she's saying.
Some things to address. 1. I never accused Myron Rolle of sexually harassing me or of sending me inappropriate DMs. What I did say was that via DM, several women have approached me accusing him of sexually harassing them. 2nd, I never said that black men were the cause for Jussie Smollett, and I also have never said that black men are...
Lightly what I'm about to say.
This is what she said. Fuck that shit.
because when you name names, you know, you put not only that person out there, but you also put yourself out there. But I feel as a woman who makes it my business to be a warrior for the truth.
A warrior for truth.
It needs to be said.
It needs to be said.
On my podcast and on the Breakfast Club, spoke about an individual who had approached me on the internet and who we spoke on the phone, and that they said some troubling things in the conversation that made me take a step back, and that also with literally like no investigation, it was brought to my attention that he had sexually harassed a woman by opening the door when she came to meet him for a date, butt naked, and then telling her that she was the one who was overreacting, et cetera, et cetera. Now, I heard that one story and was just like, whoa, that's crazy. When I spoke about him on my podcast and on the Breakfast Club, I didn't say his name. I literally just said a couple like characteristics about him, and it has been shocking and incredibly discomforting to me how many women, 8 as of tonight, that have come forward to say his name. They knew exactly who he was, to say his name, and that he had been incredibly problematic and behaved in a very sexual predatory way with them, that some have said could have gotten him fired. So I say all that to say, if you are approached by Myron Rolle, you should just be mindful.
So you go on this diatribe saying I never said his name, but women came to you and said his name. So you hold on to it, and then right there, that's when you say on your public platform, if you know Myron Rolle, y'all catch that? Where she literally was trying to ruin this man's life by hearsay from other women. And you know what I want to know here, I think? I don't even believe that all these women approached her like that. I don't believe that. Maybe one person, and she's want to use that to justify this conversation because the fact that Myron said that after their conversation, he didn't see it going anywhere, so he didn't want to move with this. I think that she was in her feelings and wanted justice for herself. See that here, y'all? I want to level set because this is not the only situation that Amanda Seales has been in. I'm just showing a problematic situation that occurred recently.
Have empirical proof, but I've had enough women come forward saying that he was incredibly inappropriate with them that I feel it would be inappropriate of me to not put the word out there that there is a man that is not being okay with women.
Myron was forced to address.
So that's problematic in itself. I won't put that out there. Just because someone comes out and tells you personally, this person did something to me, you ain't the police. If this person did something that heinous, then go to law enforcement. Go to the authorities. Let them handle it. You're not the one who these women said that this happened to. You said the only thing you had was a phone call. So if you only had a phone call with this man, let them do what they need to do if it's even true. And you want to know something? All this was cap. All this was false. And she didn't even apologize. She gave a half-ass answer in that second part of the clip when she got that damn bonnet on. So that's the reason why I'm doing this podcast here, this live stream tonight, because when I did the reaction video, y'all just seeing just the Kevin Samuels part of it here. Now, I didn't really break it down the way I wanted to because I don't have so much time in a reaction video. But we wanted to give some context here as how a person that she is. A true hardcore feminist who doesn't take accountability for her actions and is willing to destroy lives if she thinks she's right. She is the true definition of a narcissist because she don't think her shit stinks. She thinks that she's always right. I didn't have time to pull up the Breakfast Club interviews because I had to do a lot of chopping up here, but she's literally on these interviews saying that people don't like me because I'm me. I tell it like it is. They don't, I'm all about facts and truth sayers. All she do is tell cap and lies. So I'm going to remove this for the live stream here right now. Let me get to the chat here. Y'all going hard here. What is Mike saying here? She believed DMs. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. And what's Eric saying here? Amanda got crazy eyes when Kevin was mentioning it about an interview. I'm going to bring the interview up again, guys. So how about this here? I wanted to level set to give you guys that clip. This was from 3 years ago, like 3.5 years ago, the situation with Myron Rolle. There's other incidents. You guys just Google Amanda Seales. You're going to find a whole lot of more problematic things. Even to the point where that she got into it with Issa Rae's people when she was on the show of Insecure. She couldn't get into in one of those Oscar or, movie parties, and she was the only one excluded from the Insecure cast. There is so many items that's happened with Amanda Seales that I'm not going to go into every single item. But here's the thing. If you have this many public spats with so many people all the time, and the finger points at you, we got to look at it. Is it her or is it everybody else? It's one thing if something's happening and we can see injuries occur to her, but she opens her mouth and it just happens. So let's do this here. Let's bring the comedy hype video up here. Let's react to that here. And then if y'all want to go ahead and come back in after the fact and, want to come in the call, we'll do that here. So I have the call in pinned, but I'm just going to post it back in the chat here, guys. Okay. So it's pinned here. So if you guys want to come back in after we do this reaction, y'all can hop on. Cameras on, well-lit area. If y'all got that going, you can't be on the show. So let's react to this comedy hype again, because she was really in her bag and her feelings, wasn't she? Let's do this here.
About Kevin
Here we go.
Samuels.
Why? Why do you think about Kevin Samuels?
In terms of
The disdain. Like, he brought it up and she says, why about Kevin Samuels? The disrespect, ain't it? Total disrespect.
In terms of what I think I wasn't subscribed, so for the record, I wasn't one of his.
I was gonna say, you better put a disclaimer quick.
I'm not one of his followers. But
And one thing we want to point out too, God damn it, comedy hype. If y'all see my videos, y'all need to work on your damn interview skills. Whoever this guy is should not be allowed to interview nobody ever again until he does some goddamn homework, until he gets a backbone and knows what the hell he's doing here. Eric asked, is she married? No, she's not, man. She ain't married. I think she got a boyfriend. I see it on Instagram, but you know how that goes. It don't count if you're not married. It don't count if you're not married. Dave, 9 o'clock. I know it's 9 o'clock, man. I'm going 2 hours, baby. We keeping this going here, Got to build up for that 24-hour live stream. Got to build my weight up, y'all. Thanks for the shot clock, So, she ain't married. And she got this thing whenever she hears a man's name. Let's continue.
I do talk to people that have been in tune with his messaging. It does seem from the outside he was trying to,
look at her eyes.
What's the word? Balance out the criticism, kind of even the playing field.
Is that what he was trying to do?
Yes, he was.
In hindsight of men who...
Look at her face. He haven't really got out what he wanted to say. She cannot hold her emotions, her body language. Look at that. Y'all see this? She cannot hold her disdain. That's a damn shame. I wonder how she acts in business meetings. Why her career can't be what it is, Because if you wear your emotions on your sleeve like this, Lord have mercy. What do you say, Sheila? The demon has entered her. I would say it's demon time, but it ain't the right kind of demon time if y'all know what I mean. Lord. Eric, what do you say? Look at them eyes. Got that right. Look at them eyes. Look at her. What do you got again, Sheila? The double went down to Georgia. Oh, what we got here? Francisco is in the chat saying, straight demonic. You got that right, man. What you got here, Z? This because she knows she doesn't qualify for a KS level man. Got that right, And what you got here, Nancy? Sign language. You know it. Yeah, my tribe knows. Yeah, real talk. For people who don't rock with me, but y'all just kind of curious, is this y'all queen? Y'all seen Black Panther when when Michael B. Jordan was whipping T'Challa's ass? And what do you say? Is this y'all king? Is this y'all king? This is Amanda here for the feminists. Is this y'all queen? Lord have mercy. Let's continue here. Before I go, he's like, why did Amanda never call him the Kevin Smoke shows? Hey, you know what, Eric? We can ask that question for every single woman who's had smoke for Mr. Samuels after he's passed away and going forward here. And you know why? When that man was alive, no one wanted that venom. No one wanted that heat, Eric, because they knew they couldn't stand on his worst day. Like, Kevin Samuels could have been sick and not even have his energy, and he would still drop 25 on him, if you know basketball terms. Like, Kevin Samuels on a bad day will give you 25, 5, and 5. You know, when he was in True Smoke show session with his Red Bull, he dropping 37 like Kobe on you. That's why they didn't have nothing for him when he was alive, because they knew that he would just talk, circles around him. Then don't let him get educational with the stats statistics, because that is the one thing they can't fight. Let's continue.
Ooh, let me put this right. Black men, we are raised in a matriarch society.
You're not raised in a matriarchal society, though. That's false.
I mean,
just because you're raised by a woman doesn't mean you're raised in a matriarchal society.
In our community, I was raised.
She just pushing back, and this guy here has no backbone. He don't know how to talk to a woman like this here. And you want to know something? The reason why I said in my reaction video, because a long time ago, when I was younger, I dated a feminist. I didn't know she was a feminist, right? And the reason why I go as hard as I do is because she acts just like Amanda. I mean, seriously, like before I knew about Amanda and I had a crush on her, the girl who I was seeing at the time, she reminded me of her. Like, you don't know her. It's like, yo, man, this girl is bad. She's dope. Oh my God, And then when you get the details in the background and their whole viewpoints, things of that nature, she turned into Amanda. That's why I go so hard right now, because I'm like, yo, I literally dated Amanda a long time ago, and I'm seeing this and I'm not triggered. It's like, yo, I wish I was just young enough to spot these red flags so I wouldn't have wasted my time with her. Ooh, but you know what though? I'm glad that I didn't waste my time, because now I recognize these red flags. You see, sometimes we got to go through some bullshit so that when we get older, we know how to handle these situations here. What you say here, Z? Right, Dave. It's the same reason none of those Kendra G callers would never dare call KS when he didn't ever call KS when he had his shoot your shot segments. You got that right. Let's continue here.
Raised by a single mother.
In a patriarchal society.
Okay. But in my experience, this is my experience.
No, but I'm telling you, like, your experience doesn't change the society that we're in.
Okay.
Even though you were raised by a woman, she's raising you within a patriarchal framework.
Fair.
He ain't pushing back. He's just like, fair. This is how I was raised. I was raised by a mother. No, but you're raised in a patriarch. Just because you're raised by your mother, that it doesn't matter. Okay. And what does the interview do? Fine. Concedes and keeps it moving. Can't be no damn interviewer conceding like that. This is gold when you got someone pushing back like this and she's in her emotions. Because you know what I would have done? I would ask some follow questions to find out why she's like that, because she's touching her emotions right now. I'm not saying this is a gotcha moment, but she is so triggered by Kevin Samuels' name. If you were prepared, you could ask her a few questions where that either she's not going to answer it or she's going to be so emo, it's just going to fall on her face. This is just classic if you were prepared for this. But nah, bruh, you're not. You know what happened? You just push back. Okay, on to the next question, because Amanda is mad and she's giving me these bug eyes like crazy eyes from Orange is the New Black, and I just got to keep it moving because I don't want this feminist to slap me. Lord have mercy, guys. You got to have more backbone. Just because she raised her voice and be huffing and puffing, don't mean you got to be scared of her. She's just a woman. We're all human beings. Let's continue.
Let me try to express.
Women aren't like, she wasn't raising you within a space where women are leaders that are revered and like.
Let me pause that. Leaders don't have to be revered to be in a type of situation of a system. You think, let me use a crazy example. When we go back to kings and queens, did everybody love the king and queen? The king and queens weren't revered. Let's go now. Is the president revered? Over half the country hates Joe Biden. over half the country hated Trump. We know a whole bunch of the country hated Obama. So what does revere have anything to do? Seriously. What does revere have to do? No one in a whole population reveres their leaders. Like, we was had this conversation today, and you know what, though, tribe, y'all rock with me. And you know what, though, some of y'all may not like some of my viewpoints or Mike's viewpoints or Robert's viewpoints we were talking. We're not all a monolith. We're not all going to agree on everything. But you know what, though, we are like-minded in the assessment of how we want to live our lives here. But everybody is not revered. Kings, leaders. Martin Luther King was freaking shot. You think he's revered? They assassinated that man. Malcolm X was assassinated by his own people. We can say the FBI, but his own people was involved. Malcolm X wasn't revered. You see how if you notice her body language, she is literally thinking on the spot to find big words to make herself sound smarter. David Dillis, Dave, where's Jesse? I don't know where Jesse's at, man. Gotta call Jesse up. Y'all don't know who Jesse is. Jesse's one of he's one of my original friends as well. Me and Mikey and Jesse, we go back 20 plus years. Yeah, he busy, man. I don't know where he at. Oh, what you got, Mikey? He at home take care of his family. Yeah, you know, I mean, we're gonna get Jesse on one day. We'll get Jesse. You know, we'll get his feedback. We'll get him. Don't worry. But Amanda is literally thinking in this interview of big words to use to make her sound smart. I joked around in my live stream, but she should be the female version of, you know what? Because of the fallopian tubes of what Kevin Samuels talking about. It's not the interpersonal or the superficial rules of the laws of dating that doesn't make any sense, because we live in a patriarchal system in that the man can't be here because the woman is here and we're lower and less than. And so because of that, we need to think in this big old framework of society that the woman is not where we're supposed to be at because of empirical data. Yeah, Amanda. Yeah, I was wild on that one, y'all. I was wilding. But let's continue.
That you should aspire, like, that's not what we're in.
I'm just laying up what I think these brothers are coming from.
Fair. Okay. Okay.
Not me. I'm not.
Okay.
Once again, the interviewer. I'm only going by thinking what these guys are who support Kevin Samuels. See, I think going forward, I think there's been enough videos. If anybody wants to have a conversation about Kevin Samuels, y'all need to do your goddamn homework, because you're going to find out feminists like this who are going to push back on you, make you look like you're stupid. And then you're going to be like, look at him. Another woman hating, bashing, guys supporting Kevin Samuels. Now, I know he said he didn't support Kevin Samuels. He didn't watch his content. But don't bring up a conversation about Kevin Samuels if you don't know what the man spoke about or taught, because you're going to sound stupid as hell. You know? What do you got, Vega Hill? And Martin Luther King assassinated the CIA. Yeah, man. These men weren't revered. We'll go back to that. Talking about revered. Lord have mercy. No one 100% or a majority loves our leaders. There's always somebody in the population saying, F them. All right? For the people who are the biggest Ronald Reagan fans, F Ronald Reagan, right? George W. Bush. We'll go down the lines here. We now have one president that everybody revered. Come on, man. Make that make sense. Let's continue.
And I think that
I despise them.
What?
I think that those.
Hold on.
Okay.
Not me. I'm not.
Okay.
And I think that
I despise them.
Y'all hear that? Had to point that out there again. Now, if you're a feminist, I don't despise you. Have differences of opinion. You know, some things like, yo, how could you think this way? But that's just the problem. I mean, we brought this up when Mikey was on about politics. People are so far on one side and on the other side. And so this is where she's drawn the line here by being a feminist, because she is going to be so pro-woman to the fault of her own degrees of what she's and her talking points here, because she's looking at Kevin Samuels and people who rock with Kevin Samuels as the enemy. Right? So she's telling you, I despise you. So how can you literally have true dialogue? How can we have true conversation? How can we have these issues between the sexes, especially within the black community, when someone comes out, doesn't do enough homework and research, clearly has no idea what Kevin Samuels talking about? All you've done is watch clips, and you're telling people you despise us. How's that supposed to work, guys? How's that supposed to rock here with that? I'm trying to cook for y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to grill this up, you know. I'm not trying to give you no straight, rare beef, you know. I like mine's medium well sometimes, you know. I'm gonna cook this up for y'all. Y'all ain't hearing me right now. Y'all ain't hearing me right now, really. I'm telling y'all, you know. I'm trying to give y'all something here on a Friday night. Y'all could be out here glazing the wrong cheeks here, but y'all rocking with me. Y'all don't hear me right now. This is the type of person here that literally causes more problems for us in the long run here. Come on now. What you got here, LG? What you saying? Black Widow can't catch flies. Got that right, man. Got that right. Eric says, what does her husband think about KS? What husband, Eric? What husband? Because all we count is marriages here. She ain't got no husband. Nah. What you got here, Eric? Kev was trying to get black men and women together. Exactly. I don't know how many times that man honestly said before he passed away. Because people want to point out that Kevin was divorced twice. He actually admitted that he was a stepfather, something he'd never do again. But y'all know what Kevin said. If the right woman would have came about, he would have got married again. He openly admitted and said that here. What do you got here, Eric? I'd be shocked if she was married. She ain't married, y'all. She ain't. She is not. I seen the guy that she's supposed to be dating. I don't see that lasting, though. I don't think that guy got a backbone either. I know I'm prejudging, but I seen him online. Let's continue.
I think that those brothers who don't maybe have the strongest self-esteem or the strongest awareness of how to lead a woman in a healthy way, at times maybe felt pushed to the side, felt discredited because they didn't have a certain status. And I think with a guy like Kevin Samuels, they gravitated towards him because he was now holding women accountable more than we've ever really seen it. It wasn't delivered the best, but I can only from the outside look in. That is completely false. That is.
See, she just automatically disagreeing. She didn't say, really? Now, for me personally, if I didn't agree with somebody who I'm like, okay, can you expound on that? I'm curious here because no, she's just already, boom, that's wrong. Shut down. No, there's no way that Kevin can be right. Hell to the no. Arr. I'm a feminist. These men don't know what they're talking about. They just hate women and bash. Arr. That's her. You know, like Tony the Tiger from Frosted Flakes. She ain't saying they're great. She's saying, I hate. Let's continue.
I'm going to have to go completely against that.
Okay. So why do you think people were listening?
I think people were listening to him because we're in a up society and he was confirmation bias for their uppery. That's why. The same reason that people are mad at me because I'm affirming a truth that's inconvenient to their right? So they're like,
wait a minute. For you to tell some truth, you gotta spit some facts. What facts is a man speaking here? Because from what we know, I'm stopping this on purpose here, and I played that first clip earlier because how are you spitting truth when you spit lies to destroy a man's life 3 years earlier? Hold on. Let me say that again, y'all. Hold on. Let me say that again for y'all that didn't hear me here. How are you spitting truth when you were spitting lies to destroy a man's life 3 years ago? Y'all ain't hearing me on this here because she honestly believes that she is always right. She's never a person that can say, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I got this one off here, guys. Maybe, let me do a little bit more homework. Nope, can't do it. Know why? Because it's Kevin. I heard him tell a woman she was average at best. How dare he? Arr! How dare you tell a woman she's average? We're black women. We're queens. We're all 10s across the board. Matter of fact, if it's on a 10-point scale, we're 14. How dare you say we're average? How dare you, Kevin? Arr! I don't know why I'm barking like that. Like giving the gruff. I'm sorry. You know what, though? I was listening to DMX. You know, rest in peace to the god DMX. That's why I'm doing the arr. You know why I'm doing that? I listened to that new Drake album. And you want to know something? I'm in Chicago, and it's all about house music. But can I be honest? I can't stand goddamn house music. I only like a few house songs. It may sound blasphemous for me coming from Chicago. I cannot stand house music. All right? So I played that Drake, and I was like, no. As much as I like to dance, I'm not into it. So I had to play some DMX. I had to get some real hip-hop in me, right? So that's why I'm doing the arr. Because that's what she reminds me of. Like, let's get the dog out for Dark Man X, you know? Like, I imagine when DMX was alive and, you know, and he was here seeing this. You know, you want to mess with the dog because it's a man and she don't like men. And so she wants to go at Kevin. Arf, arf, arf. Yeah. That's Amanda here. She the female DMX here right now. Hating. I didn't like the Drake album, y'all. Sorry I had to do that to y'all. Didn't like it. I'm sorry. Don't like house music. Sorry, Chicago. I don't like house music. Let's continue.
That bitch, she's making me feel some type of way. I don't want to feel some type of way. And who the is she to make me feel some type of way? But the way you feel that I'm making you feel is because it's a truth that you know.
Okay, Eric. I sound like a pirate? Okay, that's my DMX pirate here. And I had to pause that there because you make her feel some type of way because your ass be lying, Amanda. That's why we feel some type of way. You have no problem of the collateral damage that you will cause. Come on. She has no problem to saying guys' names with no confirmation to say, okay, this guy's bad. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do here. You know? Eric, she's projecting. Hey man, she doing more than projecting. She got the whole wall projection screen going on, baby. Triggered. Got that right. Captain Crunch. Let's continue.
But you have to deal with it, and you're not ready to deal with it. Because if you deal with it, it's going to bring up a whole bunch of other shit probably that you have to deal with. And you don't necessarily have the support system around you or the tools to be able to do so. And that is the fault of our whole social network, right? But this idea of holding women accountable, to me, it's a false equivalency.
Because it sounds,
why is holding people accountable, especially women, a false equivalency here? I'm just trying to find out here, guys. Why can't we hold people accountable? You know what, guys? Ever since if you guys watch my videos, I didn't really go hard, like the accountability part of this show here, until I went to Vegas in May when Kevin Samuels died that weekend, because I literally had these shows planned out to do my live streams. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do these conversations about accountability. You know, Kevin Samuels talked about accountability, and I want to curate it into my own show. And all of a sudden, when Kevin Samuels died, I'm talking about accountability. All my shows have come back to for the last month and a half is women not wanting to accept accountability. Sound like somebody we're talking about here, right? Women don't want to be accountable for their actions. And when you call them out, it's like a bad word. It's like a bag of flaming shit that got left on their front door. And it's like, get it away from here. Ugh. But that's how they feel about it. That's how they feel about it. What you got here, Nancy? Where's Salad? She's speaking nonsense. Got that right. Nothing but nonsense here. Toxic as hell. Looks very confrontational. Yeah, she is. You don't get fired as many times as she has without being confrontational, y'all. Yep. Clarence says, women like this scare me. You know some Clarence? She scares me too, but in a different kind of sense. She's the type of scared where that she'll call the law and said, you did it. Like I said in the video, she type of person that says, yeah, you touched me here, and tell the police that. That's what scares me about her. She will literally tell a lie to ruin your life just so that she feels good about herself. Had no proof about Myron Rolle, but had no problem going on her platform to speak to millions to say that he was a predator, and then didn't want to be held accountable for it. Let's continue.
The reason why he came up is because you said that, and this is only me seeing clips, like highlights of his work.
Oh, I've seen a lot.
Okay.
Nah. I paused it on purpose. The interview admitted, I've only seen clips. And Kevin's been adamant about that. If you have not watched the whole show, don't talk about it. Don't talk about me. You can't talk about a clip. Why? That clip is like with my reaction videos you might see. Like I'm focusing on a particular point. But you can't go the whole overall of Kevin Samuels, his whole viewpoint just from 20 minutes. Man, you can't take a 15, 20-minute conversation when that interview probably lasted an hour. That live stream was 2 or 3 hours total. This guy openly admitted, I've only seen clips. And what did she say? I seen a lot. No. A person who knows Kevin Samuels' content don't say, I seen a lot. I'd never seen I seen a lot. You know what I say? I've done a lot of Kevin Samuels watching. Done a lot of research. It's a lot. Can't just say I seen. Not her reaction is not someone who says, yeah, I've done my homework, because she gets mad just by hearing his voice, hearing his name. So if you get mad hearing his name, you think that she's going to sit through 3 hours? Let's continue.
So you're probably more of an expert in this space than me.
She ain't no damn expert.
But it did seem like you were saying the thing of like women having these like crazy expectations that they don't necessarily apply to themselves. And it felt like he was trying to do the same thing from the clips I saw.
But the thing is that I'm basing that on value systems, integrity, right? Your ethics. He's basing that on materialism, on your outward appearance, and on status.
You see how hard she had to think about that? He is talking about appearance and outward status. No, you clearly, we're going to get you. This is y'all queen feminists, black feminists out here. I love my black women, but y'all don't love us back. Is this y'all queen? Is this y'all queen? Is this how y'all rock with on the real when she got fired? When she trying to do her stand-up tour and everything like that, trying to do things independently, is this y'all queen? Try to come in with floetry and that shit didn't work? Her MTV career didn't work? Her acting career didn't work? And she blames everybody but herself. Is this y'all queen? Gonna say that Kevin Samuels only was on the superficial. Basically what she's saying here. Here's the thing, guys. Looks are important. We know that. Come on, we're human beings. We're men. We have our first choice. Think we want an ugly-ass woman? Hell no. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? But you only saw the clips when he talked about average at best, and then you assume there. Your whole reaction is showcasing that you don't know a goddamn thing that we're talking about here. We got to call this out. We got to. And here's the reason why we're doing this here, and we're bringing her in front of the congregation. That's what we're doing here. When we do like these breakdowns here and we're going in like this, we're bringing you in front of the congregation. You know why? Because you know what the fuck you're talking about. And you need to own that shit. Here's what we want to do here, people. If you don't know a subject, if you don't know anything about that person, or if you can't even hold a suitable conversation, you know what you need to do? Just bow out. Be like, you know what? I don't know enough about the situation. I am ignorant of the topic here. When I say I'm ignorant, the essence of not knowing. When they say ignorance is bliss sometimes. You don't know, it's sometimes it's good. But in this situation, it's like, I'm ignorant. I don't know here. But you know what, though? Do you know more? Well, let me know here, and then let me go do my homework, and I'll come back and holler at y'all. See, now this ain't somebody here who's going to be accountable saying, you know what, though? I just don't have the answer. I don't know enough. We can't have a good conversation because I'm just guessing. I've only seen clips. Nope. She is thinking so hard to trying to justify her logic and the way she feels right now. Let's continue.
So he was doing what I think is a very big disservice to folks, because he's aligning relationships on surface things versus grounding them in the depths of our spirit.
What the fuck are you talking about? Let that marinate for a second. What the fuck did you just say? That line says that you have never watched anything he says. Is it the first thing that Kevin Samuels has said, that he knows that the black community is on life support and all he wants to do is build black families? He's tired of seeing baby mamas and want to see wives. He wants to see nuclear families and nuclear bonds. You know, how often have he said, like, a woman called in looking to date, and he's like, yo, you know what though? Why don't you work it out with your baby daddy and build that family? You already started it. Why don't you finish it? How is that superficial? You know, what'd you say here, Eric? What you got here, Eric? Word salad? Exactly, Eric. Exactly. What you saying, LPS? She's a total narcissist. Yeah, she is. Because she can't be wrong. There's women like this who admit they cannot accept wrong. They cannot accept defeat. I'll be honest, like, there's times when people think I know it all. But you know what though? I'll be the first to say, I don't know. Nah. Oh, I know it. There's times I say, I don't know, learns me. No, I say learns me because, you know, there's a line that Method Man and Redman used to say, nobody teach me, I'm going to learn you. I'm going to learn you today. You know, shout out to the movie How High. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I say, yo, why don't you learn me right now? I joke around, but if I don't know, I will admit to I'm ignorant. Why don't you tell me about it? And then let me go home and then do this on my own here. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know everything. She wants to act like she is the boss hog. She's the bee's knees. She's the alpha and the omega. She can do no wrong. And if it's wrong, it's because you and your feelings. Let's continue.
And those surface things that he was, you know, basing things on, ultimately end up being about greed. And
what? About greed? Guys, in the 6 years of Kevin Samuels' YouTube channel and watch these live streams, y'all seen my reaction videos, y'all seen other content creators do reactions to him, whether it's MTR, Black Light Don Lexi, Pink Book Diaries, we all have done reaction videos to Kevin Samuels. Have y'all found anything greedy about that man? Or him teaching about greed to men? Seriously. I don't think y'all hear me, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm coming for the Rookie of the Year, and y'all ain't hearing me. I'm trying to be hard in these YouTube streets here. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give y'all some food for thought here, and y'all don't hear me. I'm telling y'all, y'all ain't listening to me right now. I'm telling you, I mean, what I got to do to y'all to listen to me here? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm trying to give y'all this food to eat here. And here she is, you know, just over here, just trying to act like she's super smart when she's not. And I know I have met some women like this who are feminists who act like this way. And you know what, though? When I first met them, I was green. I was like, oh, I was kind of intimidated. But you know what, though? Once you encounter one too many, and then you know where they stand because they don't do no homework. They're in their feelings. They're going to throw a whole bunch of words out there, and hopefully you don't fight back. Man. What you saying, Nancy? Chaos only did the rating system when he couldn't break through the delusion during their conversation. A lot of women called to get rated. Yeah, they did. And here's the thing, though. He really didn't rate. He asked them to rate themselves first before he would kick in. Right, Nancy? He was like, rate yourself from 1 to 10. Do not use 7. Then he would come back after that. The only time you saw he rated first is when Nicki Minaj called in. And he had to be nice because that was Nicki Minaj. That was a big moment for him. I mean, the whole world was watching him when he had Nicki Minaj call in. So when you have that, he had to be nice and give her a 9. I gotta be honest, Nicki Minaj is cute. You know, she's attractive, but she ain't no damn 9 of all that damn plastic surgery she got. You know what I'm saying? But y'all ain't hearing me here. Y'all rocking with me, but y'all ain't rocking with me. I'm talking about coming for the Rookie of the Year, and y'all ain't getting me these votes, man. Get these likes up. Come on now, help a boy out. Get these likes up, y'all. Let's continue.
And being about just things that don't carry you through when you really are dealing with life.
What?
Your looks, your money, your status. When your mom dies, what's that gonna, like, it may mean that you can bury her in the coffin that you want. If your child is born with a disability, it may mean that you can get them the care that you want because you have some money, but...
So talk to the lower frequency.
What the hell is she talking about here? Right, LPS. Right, LPS. What the fuck? Like, this was the perfect interview, Amanda, just to say, I'm gonna bow out. You know what though? The man has passed away. You know what though? We didn't agree. I had my ideology and the way I think of things. He had his way of thinking of things, and let the man rest in peace. She could not wait to have her say, because if Kevin Samuels was alive right now, he would have ate her asshole alive. Pause. Man. Y'all ain't hearing me though. What do you guys say here, Vega? She looking for clout. Hey, you know what though? If you a celebrity and you want to make a comment and get yourself in the headlines, talk about Kevin Samuels. His man's been dead a month and a half, and people still talking about him, and you're still getting headlines. That tell you how captivating Mr. Samuels was. The fact that he's been gone a month and a half here right now, and these people are now coming out the woodworks, and then they getting their little shine when they talk about him now. Yep. What you got here, No Name? How many times did he tell women to be more realistic about how much money they need to live in the fantasy life they dreamed of? Is that greed? Hey, No Name. You said it. Y'all agree with No Name? Y'all agree with No Name? I do. Spitting facts there. Let's continue.
The high vibration is you. I'm emotional right now. The high vibration.
You're emotional.
Is you consistently challenging yourself to live in light. And all those things that he was talking about are not about that.
Really? She can't even get her arguments out. She can't even formulate a thought process because she's emotional right now. Yo, you want to know something? Adolf Hitler's probably one of the worst human beings ever in life. I watched gangs of his documentary. He don't get me triggered. He don't get me emotional. Know why? Because I'm curious about the human person. And I always know what makes people tick, from the worst people of our society ever to our greatest leaders. I'm not going to get emotionally triggered because of that here. Even the biggest racists, I'm not going to be like emotional. I'm just kind of curious, like, yo, why does he think that way? Why does she think that way? I'm the type of person that want to get in the psyche to find out, yo, you hate so much, but why do you hate so much? Really? That's how you get down? You know, that's the way I rock, right? What is she talking about, y'all? She's all emotional because his name came up and asked a few questions. Now, how are you supposed to be an educational intellectual if someone's name gets brought up and you can't take it? I'm not even a big person of the Bible no more. Didn't the demons get scared when they said Jesus' name? You know what I'm saying? What's that scripture? When you say Jesus' name and the demons, you know, they got scared. They couldn't take it. You say God's name, whether you believe in Yahweh, Jehovah, God, whatever the case may be, they heard the name of God and they started running. They shivered. Right? Yeah, thanks, Nancy. Get these likes up. Come on. Subscribe if y'all been here. Yeah. The demons tremble when they hear God's name. I'm not trying to say Kevin Samuels is God. I'm just trying to say, though, she acting like them demons in the Bible when they heard God's name. What you got here, LG? Even the rock cries out. You can't even say your education and be emotional. Right, Alex? You can't even form up your thoughts if you're that emotional. Hate to say this, y'all, it's different between men and women. She's all jacked up in her emotions right now. She can't even be educational and be, and be in the thought of this particular interview. Let's continue.
It's not about that, because you want to be with somebody that loves what's inside of you. This is a shell. Mm-hmm. Like you want to be, and you want to be with friends. Like that's really what it is. But we are in a society that is so focused on this outward appearance, image appearance, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm in a business that's based on, right? Like it's showbiz and Hollywood. Like it's so much about like how you look. I remember Keenan Ivory Wayans, like on Last Comic Standing, like telling Aida Rodriguez that her yellow dress was distracting from her telling jokes. And I was like, that's a you problem, bruh. Like that's a you problem.
I'm pausing that, and I pointed that out in the reaction video. I watched that season of Last Comic Standing. When I saw that Keaton Ivory Wayans was a judge, I'm like, I watched this, and Aida Rodriguez is funny. She's an attractive woman in her field of stand-up comedy, right? I remember when Keaton Ivory Wayans said that her yellow canary dress was distracting. Now, let me ask you guys something here. Now, Keaton Ivory Wayans has been in show business for 40 plus years. 40. Keaton Ivory Wayans' entire family's in the game. Keaton Ivory Wayans is responsible for breaking through some of the top entertainers that's currently in our fabric and society right now. And let's just not even talk about the show In Living Color. The things he did prior to In Living Color and things he did after In Living Color TV show, right? If he is a judge and he's telling up-and-coming comedians, look, I know why you did this here. I'm telling you from my experience, this is distracting, and this is what you need to do to get to the next level. Are you going to listen to Keaton Ivory Wayans give constructive criticism about the things you wear? Or are you going to listen to her because she believes that you can do what the hell you want to do? No. Like I said, this is Hollywood. And he knows what the power brokers want. And he was giving constructive criticism. You can't take it because of the fact that you probably want to wear that same dress too. You don't like the powers that be telling you anything. Guys, if Keaton Ivory Wayans said, hey, you know what though? You want to get in this game? Here's what you need to do. What are you going to do? You going to listen to him? You're going to listen to her? No, girl. Wear whatever dress you want. You look good and you're funny. That's all that matters. No, you should know in Hollywood, it's not just that. You got to play ball too. Until you make it, until you're on the big time, until you're on the big screen where that you are running the show, you have to play ball. It doesn't matter in Hollywood. It doesn't matter if you're in education, you're in sports, whatever it is. When you're a newbie and you're trying to crack in, you gotta get along to get along. You gotta play the game, and she doesn't want to play the game. She doesn't like being told no. What you got here, Nancy? She has all the lie to me tells, gestures, hands, playing with hair, fidgeting, and squinching brow. Got that right. What you got here, LG? Comedy Central interview? Okay, time to jump through hoops. Oh, boy. What you got here, Alex? Listen to Keaton Ivory Wayans. I love Low Down Dirty Shame. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah. She gonna get mad at Keaton Ivory Wayans for giving constructive criticism. See, the women got upset about that. All the male comedians took that in stride. Be like, all right, I know she's saying he's talking to her about a dress, but I gotta look at my appearance when I do stand-up comedy. Man, come on. Keaton Ivory Wayans one of the gods in this game. Did y'all know that Keaton Ivory Wayans produced Eddie Murphy Raw? One of the greatest stand-up specials ever. That man produced for Eddie Murphy. And also helped write it for him too. He wasn't the head writer, but he was in the room with Eddie, help him curate those jokes. Come on, man. The dude was next to Eddie Murphy. And you're going to get mad at him for getting constructive criticism to another up-and-coming comedian. You know what I'm saying? He made In Living Color. Okay. Damon Wayans, his brother, on the scene. Marlon Wayans is arguably probably the most talented out of the whole family because of him being funny, his dramatic acting, because of his older brother. Come on, Jim Carrey, for crying out loud. He was hand in hand with Robert Townsend. Do y'all remember Robert Townsend, the Hollywood Shuffle movie? That was him and Keenen Ivory Wayans together, y'all. That whole crew of black actors and actresses and other white actors and actresses too. Keenen Ivory Wayans, man. And she disrespecting that man because you don't like his opinion. Yeah, I had to do that. Y'all don't hear me, y'all. I'm coming for the Rookie of the Year, y'all. I'm coming for the Rookie of the Year in the Manosphere, and y'all don't hear me. Get these likes up. This one's almost over here. I think this is it, the video. Let me see here.
She's being funny, and you talking about a yellow dress because you're attracted to her, and you can't hear her funniness over your dick.
No. You see that? I had to end that there. She really wanted just to make a point because she doesn't want to be told anything. She don't want to be told anything, y'all. What do y'all think? Can we get to this chat here, y'all? Man, that's, you know what though? It's hard trying to listen to Amanda. It's so hard trying to listen to her. Robert Townsend's daughter is making a name for herself now too. Oh, really? I didn't know his daughter was in the game. No name? I had no idea. Keenen is a mastermind of comedy. Hell yeah. His name, the name his work is attached to? Come on now. Come on. See, Alex here. I haven't watched Hollywood Shuffle. Alex, you haven't watched Hollywood Shuffle. Okay, hey, I'm going to get on you, man. That is black comedy history gold. You want to know something? I can recite Hollywood Shuffle word for word, I think. Oh, yeah. That is how much I've watched that movie on VHS over and over and over again. If y'all want to know a funny ass scene that I can't get out of my head, sneaking into the movies. Lord have mercy. That was probably one of the funniest parts of the movie when they're doing reviews of movies. And one of the movies was Chicago Jones and the Temple of Doom. Not Indiana Jones, y'all. It was Chicago Jones and the Temple of Doom. Man, y'all ain't hearing me. Come on, I gotta educate y'all. Y'all need to get up on some Hollywood Shuffle, man. It's one of the best movies of all time for black actors who were brand new in the game, young. You never saw something before, and they're getting their break in that movie. Come on, y'all. Hollywood Shuffle, that's a classic. Y'all should own, like, people probably don't own physical DVDs or Blu-rays anymore. That should be one that you own physical copy of. Don't put in your Netflix queue or Hulu, whatever the case may be. Y'all need just to own a physical copy and pay the damn $20. That's how much that's the kind of movie that is. Know what I'm saying? What we got here? Eric Meyer, accountability is kryptonite. You got that right, bro. It is. Ooh, Superman. Bitter didn't make the cut. Got that right. No, Sky Townsend, Robert Townsend's daughter, on a Black Lady sketch show, another Issa Rae project sketch. Oh, that's his daughter? I watched a Black Lady sketch show. It's funny as fuck. That's his daughter, Sky? Yo, no name. He just put me on. I had no idea that was Robert Townsend's daughter. The third season just ended like a few weeks ago. Thanks for putting me on. See, that's why I rock with my tribe. Y'all put me on game. I had no idea that was Robert Townsend's daughter. See, thanks, no name. See, y'all got a Black Lady sketch show. That's funny. Issa Rae show on HBO. Funny as hell. Third season. Well, oh, Z with the super chat here. Supporting that dude named Dave. Share this channel with peeps you know. Thank you with the $10 super chat, Z. You my man, 50 grand, holding it down, man. Dude. This $10, it's gonna go until the new portable mic I gotta use when I go out of town. Hey, there's a lot of traveling going on, and I can't bring the Shure mic with me. Remember, Michael Jackson made Thriller on this. He made Thriller. I can't travel with this mic. It stays home. So you know what I gotta do? I need a travel mic. So because he did that here for the show here, it's going to it. Cause I said I gotta go out of town next month, and they said no days off. I've been here every day since February 7th. No days off. You just contribute to the portable mic fund. Thank you, Z. Thank you. Supporting the channel. Yeah, me and the wife went to Europe for a summer back in '98. It was really nice, just me and her. Okay, Dave, you having conversations here? Okay, yeah, thanks for supporting. That's right, Mike. Hold on, I got Alex, and I'm gonna bring Alex on. I hope you got a better internet connection, man, because your internet been suspect every time you come on. So we're gonna bring you on, Alex.
Oh God!
Okay.
Wow.
What's up, Alex?
What's up, Dave? How you doing? Peace upon you, brother.
Hey, peace to the gods, man. Real talk, though. No Hollywood Shuffle. No Hollywood Shuffle, man.
Hold on, Dave. Tell me some slack. I didn't know it was such a big movie. Like I really did, especially for a black person, you know. And I got, you know, I believe I got something on HBO Max, so I'm gonna watch it. Don't trip. I got you.
No, I'm gonna act like the English teacher in sophomore year. This is mandatory. This is part of the syllabus. And this is, hey, Alex, this is not just for you. This is for the chat too as well. I'm not gonna get on you all 100%. This is for the chat as well. If y'all ain't seen Hollywood Shuffle, this is part of the syllabus. You can't be part of the tribe and not watch Hollywood Shuffle. That is the homework assignment. Matter of fact, I might just do a strictly live stream on Hollywood Shuffle. I can recite the movie word for word if we put it on. So for the tribe, if y'all ain't seen the movie, that's your damn homework assignment. I'm the teacher, and this is what Professor that dude is saying here right now. That's the order of business for the homework assignment, Alex. All right. I ain't not gonna hold you to it because there's people who ain't seen it as well. But since you on, that's the homework assignment, bro.
Yes, Mr. Dave. I'll make sure you get that homework done by tonight.
Hey, you know what? It should be done tonight. I'm telling you, there is not a better movie that you can watch tonight than that. I don't care. There is not unless you're gonna watch Doctor Strange tonight, which is pretty damn dope. I watched it on Disney Plus last night. God damn, that was a good ass movie. But if you ain't watching Doctor Strange, you need to go ahead and put some Hollywood Shuffle on, bro.
If I may say, I honestly, when it came out June 22nd, I literally watched it like 6 a.m. in the morning, like 2 hours before I go to work. So like, all right, Ben, see it, like, you know, it was dope and everything, but I'm gonna watch Hollywood Shuffle.
There you go. Put that on the list. There's nothing else more important. Nothing else more important. Just gonna say that. Just gonna get on you. You know, if I see you in the comment section in a week from now, I'm gonna say, hey, Alex, would you watch Hollywood Shuffle? And I'm gonna have a question too. I'm gonna say, okay, here, you know what though? I'm gonna throw a question right now for the tribe here. And if y'all ain't watch Hollywood Shuffle, y'all gotta watch it so you know the answer here. Okay. Was there actually a class? Here's a question for everybody from the movie, and then we'll come back to this in the future, Alex, and then we'll get to why you're here. So, the question is for everybody: was there a class in the movie called Jive Talk 101? That's the homework assignment. Is there a segment in the movie where they actually had a class called Jive Talk 101? All right.
And how you spell jive, you mind me asking?
What's that? What'd you say?
How you spell jive?
Jive. What? You black? You don't know how to spell jive, man? Like Jive Talk? You jive turkey? Yeah.
Stop it.
Jive
Stop
turkey.
it.
Jive.
Okay.
Come on. You jive low down sucker. Don't make me go to my black exploitation voice. Don't make me do that now. I'm gonna go to black exploitation and you jive turkey mother sucker. Don't make me do that now.
Okay.
Gotta school you. I gotta put y'all young bucks on some good material here. Come on. It's one of the greatest movies no, real talk though. Real talk comedy wise, you will be laughing until your stomach hurts. You're gonna be hearing stuff from the 80s. They use like, yo, this still kills anything in 2022. Classic writing. Oh my God. What is Nancy saying here? Hold on, let me get to the skit. Let me say it. Same skit Robin Harris used about the drip. Yes, was there a class in the movie called Jive Talk 101? Homework. Yeah, see, Nancy knows. Okay, yeah, you posted. Thank you, Nancy. Okay, so Alex, okay, I think you got some bad audio here, Alex. Hold on. Okay. Hey, try talking again now, Alex. Uh-oh. I think you're locked up, Alex.
How about now?
Okay, you're better now. Hey, what's going on with your internet, bro? We got to upgrade your internet game. Oh, we lost you. Alex. We got to work on your internet connection, Alex. I still can't see you. Alex, are you on dial-up? ISDN? The original DSL? We got to work on that, bro. I'll hold on for you for a second. But you got the homework assignment. Hope we get that cleared up here. So let me get to the chat here. David says, Dave, me and Mike talking Robotech for months. Hey, you know what though, David? Y'all, you don't know about Robotech. You don't want that smoke, David. I'm a Robotech historian. You don't want that conversation. Come on, man. You and Mike gonna have a Robotech talk, and y'all don't know that dude knows even more about Robotech than probably both of y'all combined. I'm gonna act like Amanda right now. No accountability. You can't tell me nothing. I know all about Robotech. Come on, David. Gotta get me these conversations. We're talking about Robotech here. Here's a question, Dave. How did Roy Fokker die? Remember Roy Fokker? How did he die? Yeah. You're coming through a little robotic. Yeah. He is. We lost Alex. Now he's completely out of the stream here right now. Then Coming to America, the couch scene with the curl. Oh yeah, that's a classic scene. Hey, you know what though? Coming to America, another movie I can recite word for word. There's only a few classics I can say I can recite word for word. Coming to America is one of them, in Hollywood Shuffle. No doubt. She was like, dial up. Hey, Alex, I gotta say it. Every time you come on, bruh, your signal is like... And then next you know, you're like this. Then we lose you. So, gotta work on that, man. What did Rod say? He's on that dial-up AOL. Hey, remember them old school CDs we used to get every month? AOL be trying to lock us in. You know, I use them for coasters. Like, hey, I don't want to mess up my table. Oh, we got the AOL disc here. Let me go ahead and put my drink on this coaster here. Yeah, man. We got to work on that, Alex. Kareem as a pilot was on point. First black pilot I ever saw. Oh, you talking about Airplane? Yeah, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Yeah. That was a good scene. Yeah, that was a good one. What else we got here in the chat? New Jack City for me. CMB. Nancy, we all we got. Am I my brother's keeper? I am. Nino Brown, y'all. Nino Brown. Shout out Nancy on that one. What did Ryan say? You remember that dial-up sound when you first trying to log in? Hell yeah, I remember that dial-in sound. I had MSN. I didn't have AOL. I used MSN for my dial-up, yo. Because you know what, though? For some reason, I ain't like the AOL at the end of my email address. I wanted that, whatever, at msn.com. I thought that looked more presentable at 20 years old. Don't give me that AOL email. Give me that MSN. That looked better. The MSN network. Just be calling me, man, Pookie. Good times. Hey, Nancy, I got you on that one, right? I got you on that one. Hey, you know that was supposed to be an Ice-T's role instead of Wesley Snipes, right? Ice-T was supposed to play Nino Brown originally. But you know what? They said, hey, you know what? We want Ice-T to play the cop, and we think Nino can flip this drug dealer situation here. So, yeah, that worked out. Chris Rock. That's classic. Like I said, though, we need to go ahead and get everybody on some of that Hollywood Shuffle. Next homework assignment, guys. Let's see here. What does Eric say? Started out controversial, ended up fun. Hey, that's life though, right, Eric? This channel, we gonna talk about everything, right? You know, we're not all gonna agree on politics, right? Where we live at dictate our politics. Can't help it. We can look at each other, see each other for the first time and think, hey, yo, this person just like me. In actuality, you never know that person, you know, worship the devil. And you a hardcore Christian. But, you know, you find and make it work because we all here, right? But, you know, that's how it be sometimes. You know, we're all not going to agree on politics. No one do. The idea is that we have these conversations so that even though we don't agree on them, we can sit down and talk about it. Some of it may be triggering. Some of it may be, you know, like, what the hell? Why are we doing this here? It's real life, though. I don't want to bring politics too much into my channel, but it will creep up from time to time. You know, can't help it. But how do we learn? How do we build? How do we open our third eye? You know, we just can't be ignorant and we only believe in our own our belief system and don't look at the other man and disregard them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll admit, I used to be ignorant like that. Like, if you were a Republican, I couldn't rock with you. Be honest. And one of my best friends I've known for like 13 years, who's been a staunch Republican since I met him, changed that. Because he was a diehard boxing fan. And I'm like, yo, I can't rock with him on this, but he loves some damn boxing. So I allow myself to get out of my own shell so that we can talk. And the next thing you know, we were bouncing off each other. We didn't agree, but we had these spirited conversations. And literally at the end of the day, when I looked at it, we both really agreed on the same things. We just didn't like the avenues that some things were being accomplished. But at the end of the day, we both agreed on what we agreed on. So I just looked at it as like, you know what? This is all bullshit at the end of the day sometimes, you know? We just have to be adults and be able to communicate properly so that we all can talk about this. So yeah, just gonna let you know, there was a day like, yo, if you was a Republican, you couldn't rock with me. Now, hey, bring them on. Hey, even if you rocking with what is that group? Can't even think of them. They wildin'. You're not gonna be my best friend, but I forgot who they are. They believe in some crazy wild out stuff, man. You know what? It's gonna come out. I'm trying to brain fart right now. I apologize, but I ain't gonna say, you know, death to them. Just say, hey man, just keep it moving. No doubt. Let's say, hold on here. Yeah, 100. Yeah, Eric, no doubt. Got to keep our minds open. What's David say? As always, say my goodbyes early, but hang to the end. Hey, yeah, I hear you, man. It's getting late. It's 10 o'clock Central, 11 o'clock. I'll be going for 3 hours here. Oh, hold on here. God in the flesh with the $5. Hey, thank you, bro. You came through. I appreciate you, man. You're contributing to the wireless mic fund, so there'd be no days off. Like I said, I'm buying a wireless mic, so when I go out of town, the shirt can stay here so that I can go ahead and record in the hotel rooms and be on the street too. Like I said, this money ain't going it's not going to no, I'm not tricking this off. I'm reinvesting into the platform. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you. What does No Name say? Got to keep reaching out our hands. Sometimes we need help. Other times we help each other up. Exactly. Nancy says, hey, we love you, Dave. Hang as long as you can. No doubt. No doubt. Thanks for supporting. Yeah. Hold on. Another 5. Hey, man. Thank you. Thank you. Yo. Yeah. Hey, what does he say? The WMF, the Wireless Mic Fund. Yeah. That's what this is here. If y'all contributing right now, I'm telling you, y'all gonna see the results. Like, I'm gonna show you the wireless mic, and then this is always gonna stay here because reason why I'm doing this now, I'm reinvesting to the YouTube channel. Because when I went to Vegas last month, I literally packed half my stuff, right? And it was not cool. Like, one of my knobs on my mixer came off, and it was like, I was like, nah, something's gotta be better here. And so I said, I put too much money off the rip to pack this, and then American or United Airlines gonna be janky with my bags and stuff like that. Even if I do the carry-on, they're gonna be tripping, whatever, right? So I said, you know what? I need to create and pay for a modified mini travel so that I can go ahead and record and do shows on the road here. I have cameras. I just need to get a new mic, a new portable mic and a camera. like I said, and kind of go from there. And a couple of cables, like I said, it's going to cost a few $100 for certain things here. I think all together, the sub's going to cost me for a good quality sound like $600. I'm not being cheap, guys. I'm investing into it so I can keep the good quality. And I still got to hire some professionals so I can work out the kinks here, because I'm not an audio and visual guy. I'm doing pretty good here for 4 months for this, not even in my lane here. So thank you for the $5. Man, keep it up here. Thank you. Like I said, Z, the wireless mic fund. Yeah, so I'm going to cop that probably the next week or so. I was literally on Amazon just kind of scoping prices out. So I need that. Like I said, then I'm going to get a pocket camera, because when I go back to Vegas and everything like that, and I'm going to these fights, I got to be able to get some good action and then react to my own content. See, because the whole idea that I'm doing is using other videos when I do reaction videos, but I'm going to be creating my own content and reacting to that as well. So I got to prepare it when I'm here at home, or if I got to go to New York, or if I'm gonna go to Vegas, or wherever the case may be. So when y'all pour into me, I'm pouring back into y'all to give y'all that. It's not just money coming in. It's, here's my pocket. I'm gonna go trick this money off. Yeah, y'all subs got me popping bottles. We gonna pop some bottles. No. I ain't popping bottles. I don't even drink no more. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go ahead and put it back into y'all. So then eventually by this time next year, you're like, yo, Dave got a dope show and everything like that. I'm glad I can go ahead and check this out, you know, and things of that nature. So that's what I'm doing here. I know I'm rambling a little bit, but yeah. Let's see here. Sheila, you out of here? I'm off. Good night, y'all. Good chat and good conversation. Yeah, thank you, Sheila. I'll check you on the next one. TDND going mobile. Yeah. I said no days off. I got to commit to it, you know? So if it's no days off and I travel, got to figure this out, because the only way this YouTube game is going to work, guys, if I'm showcasing I'm committed to it. If I'm committed to it, then y'all going to rock me, because you know that I'm not trying to half-ass this thing here, you know? So I got to showcase that I'm here for y'all. And then if that's the case, then I know that I'm hoping y'all just keep coming back. Because I know there's going to be days y'all going to be, oh, I forgot that I missed Dave's reaction video this day. But I just want to let you know I'm trying to be here every day and just keep upgrading and keep getting better. And then when you do catch me, it's like, all right, Dave ain't gone nowhere. He's still here. That's what's up. So that's the whole game plan here. You're doing great, Dave. Thank you. Thank you. Look at David said, nice to meet. Ah, meet you. Okay. Hey, hold on here. We got word that came in here. Hey, my daughter is so protective and she's only 2. I can't believe what she did today. She doesn't want any woman around me. Hey, man. Daughters gonna do that. Hey, daughters be cock blockers, man. Where do you know this, man? I know she's only 2. Wait till she gets 8. Hey, daughters be cock blocking, man. But you know what, though? It's a good kind of cock block, you know. They just looking out for daddy. I get it. You know, so yeah. Thanks for the great content. Hey, thanks for being here, Eric. Like Z said, good kid. Yeah, you know what though? Sometimes you need your kid to cock block. It's okay. If your kid is with you, yeah, sometimes you just go ahead and spend that quality time with them and let them cock block, you know, and just pour into her, man. But that's dope that she's 2, man. Like I said, my daughter turned 5 yesterday, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. You know, so that's dope. You know, we talk about modern women and I do these videos, things of that nature. We got little ones here. And the whole idea why I go hard in these videos is because that little one upstairs don't turn out to these women in these videos here. That's the last thing I need to do. Because, man, I would lose my mind if my daughter turned out like this here. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Y'all could just unsubscribe to my channel now if that happens. Like, damn, Dave talk all this shit here and look at his daughter all out here in these streets fucking up and shit. And I'd be like, y'all deserve to unsubscribe. So, thanks for pouring in. Okay, Dave. Gotta ask, Cubs or Sox? Come on, man. I'm Southside. I used to live in the Southside Chicago at one time. 42nd and King. Southside. White Sox all day. White Sox all day. I'm not a North Sider. I can't. You wanna know why? Every time I used to go out in the North Side when I was younger, the North Side yuppies used to get on my goddamn nerves and used to do it so disrespectful. If Sheila was here, she would know. I think she left, of course, you know, for the night. We'll get her in the next live stream. But North Side yuppies, can't stand y'all. Just like how Amanda says that I despise them. I have every right to despise Northsiders if you're Cubs fans. Oh, Lord have mercy. Y'all know y'all horrible. Y'all know it. Y'all bad. So, answer your question, man. I'm Southside. Southside all day. So, I'm sorry. I actually dated someone who's a Cubs fan. I was a White Sox fan. That didn't work. Didn't work whatsoever. Going hard for the Cubs. I'm going hard for the Sox. Not a good look, y'all. What did Eric say? Teal daughters are chick magnets. Yeah, they are. They're magnets and cock blocks at the same time. It's like a double-edged sword. Got that right. I hear, of course, as a Twins fan, but I respect the Sox. And I've only been to Wrigley, never Sox Stadium. I will say this, though. Wrigley Field is a goddamn dump. It's over 100 plus years old. You know? But you want to know something? Get yourself a box suite. That's the only way to live in Wrigley Field. That is the only way. And I'm a company I used to work for, we had our own box. So, of course, they give tickets away. And so, man, I didn't even go outside to watch the game. I'd be inside with the flat screen. We have our dessert carts, you know, and stuff. Yo, but after that, there ain't no point in being Wrigley Field. It's an old, dilapidated stadium that they need to build something up north. Ain't nothing high-tech or futuristic or comfortable about that damn stadium. So it's just, if you ain't got a box, you are just out there in some hard-ass seats in the sun. Ain't nothing fun about that. Now, I still call Comiskey. I don't know what the name of it now is. It's U.S. Bank Corps Field, whatever, all these names now. It's still Comiskey, all right? That's what we call it here in Chicago. I've been out there, and it's better. It's a newer stadium, of course. I think they built it, 30 years ago? They built that Comiskey Stadium. It's a little bit better, but like I said, Wrigley Field's a dump, yo. I'm sorry. You ain't lying. Cubs fans are goofy. It's that Northsider effect, y'all. Y'all come for me. Northsiders, y'all come for me. All right, then. I want y'all to come for me. Then we can have this conversation then. Because you know what, though? I don't even watch fucking baseball no more. Just want to let y'all know. I used to play baseball. I was dope at baseball. If my pops was here, he'll tell you that. And you want to know something? I guess I can talk about this real fast. No reason why I stopped playing baseball? Goddamn racism. I can say it. I was playing Little League, and then I was out here in Bolingbrook. And one year, I was the youngest person on my team and the only black kid in the team. And you want to know something? I was the starting third baseman, and I was the third pitcher. How is it that the next year, everybody that was better than me aged out into middle school play and things of that nature? And, of course, we had new kids in the team. And I was riding the bench for no reason the next year. Wasn't even in the damn... I'm the fastest kid on the team and wasn't even in the outfield. My coach, I can say this wholeheartedly, my coach was fucking racist. How is it the only black kid in the team the year before was the youngest? It's the third pitcher, the starting third baseman with the strongest arm and the fastest player in the team. The next year, he's not even in the outfield. And when my dad knew that my coach was racist, when we did outfield drills, right? And I was so pissed off I couldn't get in the game. I was hot dogging this practice, right? Can remember like it was yesterday. Story time. So we're out in the outfield. You know how if you play baseball, you're doing pop-ups, you know, and no one's going to tell you where it is. You know, shoot it up in the air, whoever the coach is, and then you call your name, and then you got to go ahead and go for it, right? Man, I was not dropping no balls, y'all. I was doing, like I see in the chat, I was sliding, I was catching everything. I was overrunning the ball and catching it. You couldn't throw the ball anywhere. I was getting that shit. And just to let you know how fast I was, even with jacked up knees, torn cartilage, needed knee replacement. By the time my freshman year in college, I was running a 10-2 100-meter dash. I ran 10-2. That's to let you know how fast the boy was. Your kid was fast. So I'm just letting you know how fast I was. And you know what, though? I couldn't even get in the goddamn outfield. How am I going to start at third baseman one year and I can't get in the outfield? So I never forget my last game that I ever played in baseball. Never forget my dad drove me to the game. And you know what he said? He was like, if you're not in the game today for no reason, you're done. Never forget that. And you know what? I didn't get into the game till the last inning for no reason. Just sat the bench and is in there. And I never forget, at the end of the game, my dad grabbed me and ripped the jersey off my back. I was like, ah! my God. He took the jersey and saw the coach and threw it at him. He was like, I didn't pay for my son to ride the bench when he was starting last year. You ain't give him no explanation. We're getting the fuck out of here. Pop said that for real. Never play baseball again. Never play baseball again. And you wanna know something that's crazy? The dude who's my baseball coach, he was my football coach 3 years earlier. So he knew me. He knew how fast I was. So how is it the fastest kid in the team can't play the outfield? Because especially center field. Think about it from baseball logic, guys. The fastest player on the team who can cover ground and got good eye coordination to catch a ball should be playing at least center field. How's my ass riding the bench, y'all, when I was starting the year before? So I got tons of racist stories growing up in Bolingbrook. I can live in and have a conversation, and now that I'm older, I can actually be able to have a conversation about it. So I say all I have to say, your boy don't play baseball no more. Don't watch baseball no more. And you wouldn't be honest, how come you don't see many black folks in baseball today? Because have you noticed, around that time period when I was playing baseball, you had a gang of black men who were professionals in the game. And around that time when my dad took me out the game is around the time you saw the downward trend of black athletes in the game as well. So, let's see here. Dave, you went state in the 100-meter dash your senior year? Nah. See, here's the thing. I ran track my freshman and sophomore year in high school. I didn't run junior and senior year because my knees were so jacked and I was committed to music. So then I came back and I ran my freshman year. And so I actually had qualified for nationals in the 100 and in the 400 and in the long jump and the triple jump. And then prior to nationals, I had a groin pull. Can't make that shit up. Guys, have y'all ever had a groin pull in trying to run? Ooh. Because when you have a groin pull, you have to keep the muscle, that area warm. You have to stay active. You have to keep going. Because as soon as you sit still and you get inactive and that locks up, it's a wrap. And I never forget the meet, a couple of meets before we had our nationals in Buffalo. And I was trying to qualify to add to the 4x4 relay team. So I was going to try and join the 4x4 relay team. And so one of my first events that day was the long jump. And I remember warming up and I felt good. I was like, yeah, you know. And I ran college at a junior college, but we competed against the Big Ten. So I was ready. I was like, yeah. So then I'm doing my little long jump stance. You know, I'm getting my routine. You know, if you ever watch long jumpers, they have a little dance routine. And you should see me. I was like this. Oh, you know, you're getting, I was like, oh, like I was in a black fraternity or something. You know, I was like, yeah. Man, I was running down the runway. I planted my foot on that whiteboard to jump. No explosion. My leg gave out. Boom. I collapsed in the sand and that was it. Track career over. Because after my freshman year, I didn't run track no more. But I had qualified, like I said, in the 100, 400, long jump and triple jump. But I never competed at nationals. The only time that I competed in state was actually in 8th grade. I was in the 4x1 relay team in 8th grade and we took 6th in the state. And I was conference champion. I was 3rd in the conference in the long jump and I was a 4x4 relay champion as well. But yeah, story times you guys want to hear. I got some stories, but what you got here, Don? Black athletes playing football and basketball. The same thing happened with boxing. Ray Lewis could have potentially been the heavyweight champ of the world if he instead played football. True. I heard groin pulls can bring a man to tears. A groin pull would make me submit to Amanda Seals. That's how bad it is. That's how bad that was. A brother was crying. That was a long bus ride home knowing that I couldn't compete, couldn't run. Ooh, all you need to do is put a pack on there, right there. And then don't move. Don't move. Girl can't even touch it either. If you want to get it in, you can't even just lay there. Because she going to bounce on that wrong spot. Like, oh! So, yeah. I hope I never get a groin pull. Nah, you don't want that. No, not Amanda submission. Yeah, it's Amanda submission, y'all. It is. Yeah, man. Groin pull is terrible, just like hamstring pulls, and they take forever to fully heal. Exactly. There's nothing you can do but just rest and treatment. You can't fast forward it, y'all. You can't fast forward it. Let's see here, guys. I'm scrolling up here. I missed some chats here. Eric said, glad your father had your back, Dave. Yeah, man. I talk about my pops all the time, man. And you guys recognize that if you follow my channel. He's not with me, man. But my pops was my best friend. And so before he passed away, that was my man, 50 grand, you know? So like every situation, major situation I've been in, he was there up until the point he passed away. So yeah, like I said, I never forget him ripping that jersey off my back. He was like, yo, there's no way. And here's the thing with my pops. He worked midnights. So he would get off work and we'd be in the backyard and we were pitching. That man should have been going to sleep and he out there working on my baseball game. But here's another thing too. I'll be done my baseball talk here. I need to close out shop. We've gone 3 hours tonight. It's been a great chat here. Great show. But I used to be able to throw 71 miles an hour as an 11-year-old. My fastball, if my pops was still here, I clocked that 71 at 11 years old. So you can imagine why he'd be pissed off that even though I was a little bit OC, but if you're 11 years old, your control is not gonna be where it's gonna be when you get older, because I was building my velocity. But if you got a kid who can throw 70 and he's not even getting on the field, that's why I play third base, because I can get that bad boy from third to first in a hurry. So if you got a kid that can throw 70, you can understand why my pops was pissed off and got me off the team. Because even if I was wild, I'd be like, yo, he got an arm. Get his ass out there and figure this shit out. Put him in center field and he can rocket that shit to home plate if he gets hit out there. I couldn't even do that. So yeah, man, shout out to Pops, man. He ain't with me because, yo, your boy has skills. I could ball. But you know what, though? After that, I didn't play baseball no more. I ran during that same, baseball and track are in the same season. So once I was doing baseball, I ran track. So that's why I was talking about track. They both coincide. Yeah. What's here? Dave, we know you crush on mid-May. Hold on a sec. Dave, we know you crushed on Min-May Robot. Oh yeah, Min-May. No, I can't stand Min-May. She was annoying as fuck, man. She was annoying as fuck. But she loved some Rick, didn't she? She loved some Rick Hunter, yo. I mean, Rick was too young and didn't know what to do with it at first, He could have put that down, but you want to know something? Yeah, she didn't do it for me. I was tired of that song too. What was that song? I don't want to sing it. I don't get me started here. But David, the song that she kept singing, that was like the big hit, Bright stars roaming, this is my big day. Yeah. Y'all knew that. Hold on. Min-May was a 304. Hey, Min-May was banging her cousin. Right? Wasn't Kyle her cousin? I don't know if I can't remember. It's been a while. Were they play cousins or real cousins? They kept saying cousin, but they never said play cousins. Min-May was banging her cousin, y'all. So. Let me see here. What's Don saying? 11, 12-year-old pitch from 44 feet, but that's really good velocity for that age. Yeah, the mound is shorter. But when we used to clock there, it wasn't from the mound. I used to go to the cages, and we used to, get the clock, we get the gun out. So your boy can throw, man. What we got here? I barely remember Robotech, but I have to rewatch. Hey, gotta rewatch it, man. It's classic Japanimation. Let's see here. Come on, Word Bremen. I'm a bit fan. The Monkey Chance, enough said. Euro 2000. Okay, I see what y'all talking about. Something different here. Okay. I was on Voltron. Hey, I watched Voltron too. I was on Voltron back in the day as well. But Mike, you crush on her too. I like, oh, you mean Lisa Hayes. You know what? Lisa was a stick in the mud, but you know what happened? Rick had to lay that D on her to get it out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Lisa was older. She was an officer. You know what I'm saying? She was in love with her ex who died, remember? She was imprinted by her former boyfriend / pilot. But Rick had to find, it took Rick, up into the final of the first the season, whatever, he had to lay that D on Lisa, man, for her to get her act right. Lord have mercy. Yeah, she was a hidden freak, Mike. She was. And it, like I said, it took Rick to bang it out. And then I don't know if you guys seen this, if you're Robotech fans, but they did like a 20-year anniversary where they were like older and stuff like that. And they had like the SDF-3 and shit, and they was going back to space. Yeah, y'all don't know. I'm heavy into Robotech. I watch all the offshoots. They had another movie that was supposed to come out that was going to be super huge. And it was this big ass fire. They lost all the damn footage. So I saw where they kind of try to remake it, but they couldn't redo it again. Yeah, y'all don't want to get me started. Y'all just rebooting my memory right now. Next thing you know, I'm going to give y'all full episode of Robotech. Don't get me started, y'all. Don't get me started. Wow, the original episodes are on YouTube. Check it out. If you got Amazon Prime, you can watch them full, unscaled, unedited, every single episode. So if you go to Amazon Prime, Robotech's on there. I have my original. Oh, for real, Mike? You know what? I was actually on Amazon and eBay, and I was thinking about getting a Skull One fighter for my desk. You know, the original Skull One. You know, if y'all remember that. Yeah, people talking like, what the hell are these guys talking about here? Google Robotech, y'all. I'm sorry in my feelings. Life is bull sometimes. I feel you, man. I feel you. Ooh. Time for Prime. Do you think? Do you think? You know what, guys? I've gone about 3.5 hours here. It's Friday night. Thinking about time to shut down shop. We talked politics. We talked a little bit more of Amanda Seals. We talked a little bit of Japanimation. Talked a lot of stuff here tonight. So we're going to get ready to close it out. Give you guys rest back y'all Friday night. Hopefully you're not out here in these streets wilding here. You know, I'm trying to keep y'all safe. You know, we here home doing our thing. We'll be back tomorrow though. I don't know about live stream. We gotta do some more reaction videos. Hey, if y'all didn't see today's reaction video, go ahead and check that out. I dropped a video from Kendra G about a lizard-sized woman said that she didn't want to lose weight. Hey, people are watching that one. So if y'all missed today's video, go ahead and check that out, man. It was an interesting one. You know, she said that she said she lost 80 pounds, but she don't need to lose no more weight for love. So when I saw that, I was like, yo, I gotta bring that to the tribe. So if y'all didn't see that, go ahead and check that one out today. Let's see here. Mike, told you I have the glow. Zentradi command. Oh, the Zentradi. Oh, y'all go, man. You know what though, Dave? We need to go have a separate Robotech chat. I don't care if it's just the three of us and no one watched the live stream. We need to go ahead and just do a flashback Robotech talk. I'm all for it. Don't get me started. Y'all just rebooted my brain. I can tell you everything. We can go to the second generation. We can go to the third generation. I watched them all, y'all. Even the, did y'all see the tapes when Lisa and Rick had kids? Oh, yeah. They got some stuff that came out a while back when they had kids and everything. And then, it's wild. So, That tits from Kendra. Yeah, no doubt. Okay, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate y'all chiming in with me tonight, man. This is my first time doing a Friday night, and this was fun. This was really fun tonight, So I'm going to work on some more reaction videos. I'm going to plan on the next live stream day. See, I'm trying to play around, and then eventually I'm going to lock in on a day or maybe multiple days depending on my work schedule. So I know I'm a little bit inconsistent, but if you guys can check the community page, a tab on my channel, you guys will see the postings when I do live streams. So that's what I try to do when I do that here. Just know that I'm still working on the best time to drop my reaction videos. I've been dropping them recently like at 2 p.m. Central Time. In the past, I've been doing them at 3, and I went to my consistent at 4 p.m. So I apologize if the times have been a little bit off an hour or two. Just click on that bell notification. You get the notification within 30 or 15 minutes before I drop. But just know that if I'm dropping a video, it's going to drop between 2, 3, or 4 between 2 and 5 p.m. In the evening. If I drop 2 videos, you're going to look around like a 10, 11 o'clock-ish. I'm still working on it. So if you just click on the bell notification, y'all see. So I'm glad that y'all dealing with me while I'm trying to figure things out here. So, man, we're going to close this shop out here. Hold on. Before I do that, let's say, hey, subject for 24-hour show. Hey, y'all throw me some subjects. You can see I'm getting my weight up here. I've gone 3.5 hours. I'm not even tired. I did 6 hours on Saturday, and I didn't take a bathroom break. So if y'all got some subjects, if y'all got some videos for the 24-hour soon-to-be live stream, send the emails my way. You know, shoot, nothing is out of bounds at this point, because I might need some for a 5 a.m. slot. You know, it's like, man, it's 5 a.m. What am I going to do here right now? You know, so Nancy, if you got something, email me. I appreciate you. Yeah. The Robotech for 24 hours. Hey, don't do that to me. I'll go through all first, second, and third generations and I'll be on a nerdgasm for real. Y'all think I'm a little Japanese kid that, that's 10 years old, talking about this here. No doubt. So yeah, let's get out of here, guys. Let's get out of here. I appreciate y'all. Y'all pouring to me. I love y'all. Y'all dope. And to think, like, I was almost tired, so I don't know if I want to live stream tonight after I put it out there. And y'all dope. Y'all keep pouring into me. So I need you guys to like and subscribe and click on that bell notification below. Show some support. Watch today's video. And if you got any questions, y'all can email me. But I'm going to end it out here. So I hope you guys have a good Friday night. I have more videos for this weekend here. So let me see here. Got any more comments before I get out of here? Okay. I think I got to all of them. Nancy's laughing. Yeah, I think we're good to go here. So yeah, we're done for the night, guys. If y'all eat, get something to eat. Don't go out in the streets. Don't do anything crazy. And I'll be back next time. So we'll be back with more reaction videos. But until that, I'm that dude named Dave. And I'm going to see you guys next time. So y'all have a good night and a good weekend. And I'll see you in the next reaction video. Y'all be good.